Want it? I know you want.
Hey,
Okay.
boo.
See, this is what I was talking right here. This is what I was saying right here. I was like, mute your mics before we go on.
We ain't go live
We're
yet.
live now. We're live.
Oh, we are.
We're live. Episode 155 of Scumcast. It's I, your host, the Ashen one, the Ashen Lucario, the Ashen Luca. All right, let me check my audio levels, big dogs. Hold on. All right, I think I sound okay. Whatever. Tweet out the link, please. And what's up, guys? Zuka here for episode 150. Ooh, I said 55. 156 of Scumcast with Z Boys. I invited a lot of people because no one wants to let me know, except for Slow-Mo, whether or not they're going to show up. So I sent out the link to a ton of people. So it's probably going to be a little bit hectic. But hey, man, it's E3 weekend. We're gonna get it popping. We're gonna get it in, and we're gonna have a good time. In theory, because so far E3 has been extremely boring and trash in my humble opinion. And whatever. We'll go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and get into it. What is up, Bit? What's up, Get This Work? What's up, Blade? What's up, Drav, Gregor, Yobi, Raja, Righteous Kung Fu, Yorosero? What's up, guys? Luca here. How you guys doing today? How we doing tonight, that is? How y'all feeling right now? We feeling good? We're feeling good. What's up, Dan Nigel? What's good? What's up? How's everyone? Yeah, okay. Please hit the like button. I would much appreciate it. And we're gonna discuss the Summer Game Fest. Okay, the Summer Game Fest, the Ubisoft show, Devolver Digital, Gearbox. I don't know. I'm not sure what shows came on. Did Gearbox come today?
Yeah, they did.
All right, Gearbox, and yeah, man, we're gonna see how it goes. What's up, Space Host? What's up, The Finest? What's up, Meat Puppet? Yeah, I said what I said. I was singing Blurred Lines before the show started too, Meat Puppet, so it all works out. But man, I'm so happy to see you guys so bright and early in the evening. Yes, we're here, we're alive. E3 week, man, and it's extremely boring so far. It's actually pretty trash in my opinion, but Blade's like, I'm overflowing with the scum force, Luca. That's what I love to hear. What's up, Justin? What's up, Pose? What's up, Brandon? What's up, Jarrell? Did you guys get the link? Did it get sent out? Oh, here it is. Let me check. What's up, Brandon? What's up, Jarrell? Did you guys get the link? Did it get sent out? Oh, here it is. All right, cool. All right, so let's see here. Let me just. All right, you guys still hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Wait.
Whoa. Yep.
Wait. All right.
Yep.
Wait.
I might need my pillow for the Summer Games Fest talk.
What's up, Jarrell? What's up, Relic? What's up, King Boo? What's up, Segan? Yeah, I'm doing. Oh, that's good. All right. What's up, guys? All right, let's get into it, okay? I've delayed too long. All right, we got Meta here, the Metaphorical Oracle. Go ahead, bro.
What is up? Sorry, I've been gone. I've been working on this comic crypto coin launch thing, man. So I got like my own like crypto now. So that's what's up, man. If you guys are into that comic sort of shit, man, hit me up on IG, YouTube, Instagram, all that mess. You know the drill.
Sweet, man. Sweet. No worries whatsoever. What's up, Defloid? # Legion of Scum. Thank you for earlier, Def, by the way. What's up, Gen X? All right, go ahead, Siga.
What up? It is Singer. My sleep's all over the place because of E3, so I'm feeling absolutely don't know what I feel right now. So let's get into it.
All right, Ramon. Oh, he's still muted. Okay, Nautical.
Yo, what's up, guys, man? Your boy Forte here is going to be a great
It's
show.
your boy Forte.
Say what?
It's your boy Forte.
It's your boy Forte. We here, man. It's going to be a fun day, man. A lot of stuff to talk about. I don't know what Luca talking about. You think everything's boring right now?
Yes, it is. What's up, Foxy? What's up? I don't know if Ramon's back. Well, I'm sure he'll let us know when he's back. But in the meantime,
hey, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh crap! Okay, I had it muted and didn't realize it.
No worries, bro.
So sorry about that. Hey, this is Ramon, resident author, actor. If you like
You're
epic
resident
fantasy.
author.
If you like epic fantasy humor, then go ahead, check me out anywhere online where you can buy books. And if you watch TV, you might see me come across the screen at some point.
Sweet, man. Sweet. What is up, Bunty? King Koopa says, I haven't seen anything that looks impressive thus far. Tom Clancy didn't write no fucking books with aliens and shit. What the fuck is Ubisoft doing? And it looks like hammered dog shit. Ooh. Snooze 3 says Spencer. Jesus. Tell us how you really feel about the E3 festivities, fellers. How we doing? How we doing? Yeah. Okay. I guess let's start with the Summer Game Fest. Shout out to Jeff Keighley and bless his heart for putting on the show to the best of his ability and showing all that enthusiasm for probably one of the most boring shows in the last 20 years, you know? And I appreciate it, man. I appreciate his energy. I appreciate the fact that he was able to get those celebrities on. It's great for him. It's really good for him, you know? He's going places. He's moving up there. But for the average consumer and the average gamer / viewer like me, I was like bored out of my goddamn mind, dude. I was sitting there for what was it, like 2 hours? Just thinking to myself, like, what am I thinking? Like, why am I watching this? Like, what's wrong with me for doing this, right? And there's literally pretty much 99% of the show was trash. There was nothing about it that I found interesting except for one key thing, which is what we're going to discuss after I get everyone else's opinion on the show. And then shout out to Darkseid with the super super sticker. Shout out to you. Hey, shout out to you, Stone King X with the big dono. What's good? Saying, trying to put a little life into the start of E3 2021. Hey, shout out to you, saying great podcast and panel. Keep up the great work. Really do appreciate it with the big dono. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to both of you. It is much appreciated with the 65 dono, the $3 dono, the super sticker that we can't see on screen because this thing like StreamYards doesn't show it. But yeah, E3's trash, dude. E3's trash, in my humble opinion. If you guys could please hit the like button, be much appreciated. Much appreciated. 70 people here, 28 likes. If we get that up, that'd be much appreciated. What's up, Troy-ski? What's good, brother? How you doing? But yeah, man, let's I said hi to Foxy, right? Hi, Foxy. What's up, Eric? What's up, Dre? Saying only good thing so far was Elden Ring. That's facts. What's up, Skull Kid? All right. Listen, I'm not gonna say it. We'll wait. Okay, we'll wait. But Meta, did you happen to watch E3? And if you didn't, it's okay. You didn't miss anything, bro.
Nope. I have literally been gone. I literally just got back in town like 2 days, like a day ago. So I've been unpacking in.
All right, man. It was trash, so you didn't miss anything, like I said. What's up, Melodic? How's it going, buddy? All right, Ramon, what about you?
I'm sure you guys are going to fill me in with all your gaming disappointments and angst.
Oh yeah, you are.
And upsetments.
You already know.
I don't feel like I missed anything. So,
you didn't. Yeah, you didn't miss anything. What's up, in Bondi saying, what up, fellow scum guzzles? Scumbody once. Wait. Scumbody told me.
How much should we get?
Scumbody told me that you had a boyfriend that looked like a girlfriend that I had in February of last year.
I'm just saying, I'm going to go trademark that Scum Guzzler's word just so it can never be used.
What's up, Mac? Big T Mac. What's good? What's up? Okay, let me know, guys, in the chat. What did you like about any of the stuff that was shown during the Summer Game Fest, if anything? All right, Singer. Singer. Thoughts on Summer Game Fest?
All right. The only two things I took from Summer Game Fest, apart from a pillow and a quick nap, the two things. I want a girl that looks at me like Kojima looks at, like Jeff looks at Kojima. Yeah, because that is like the greatest romance story in the gaming industry right now. Check it out. And Elden Ring. Outside of that, I mean, I may as well have went back to sleep. Like, I want my time back. I actually want to charge Jeff for my time. But yeah.
Alrighty. What about you, Nautical? The Thoughtical? What's good, bruh?
You and these words. Summer Games Fest was okay. It was probably the most boring part of E3 so far. Like Death Singer said, the love affair that Jeff Keighley has with Kojima is kind of crazy. And the fact that they actually made a big deal out of a add-on that is coming to Death Stranding when everybody wants to see new stuff. I think that was just basically him saying, I got to get Kojima on here because every time I do a show, Kojima has to be a part of it in some rhyme or reason. And then outside of that, it was just too much talking. I thought we learned from, years ago that, people that tune into these events don't really care about all of the theatrics. They just want to see the games. I thought he did very well with that when it came to the Game Awards a couple of times, but it seems like he's fallen into his old ways with this one. And the Tiny Tina Wonderland game was actually pretty cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. So I was actually pretty cool to see that actually be something. And then outside of that,
You didn't
was
like the
more man. It was
Among
more
Us,
man than
hide and
anything.
seek mode? The Among Us hide and seek mode?
Who cares? Do you still play Among Us?
No.
Exactly.
Those 2 weeks were glorious, though.
They were. And to me, it was like okay, move on to the next thing. Okay, let's keep moving and keep moving. And then I do have to say this. This man, and I know, Luca, you were excited to see Elden Ring. And a lot of people were excited to see Elden Ring. But this man made it seem like he hit the lottery when he showed Elden Ring. He's like, finally, I'm off the hook. I'm like, huh? I was like, first of all, man, you made this just seem like if you're not the person that was super into those type of games, you were kind of looking at, okay, what the hell is this? Like, I knew you knew because you were excited for what it was going to be. But everybody else is like, okay, you made this seem like it was going to be the next best thing. And I'm like, okay, what is this? I knew what it was.
Next best thing?
I don't know. Well, Jeff Keighley must don't know either because he was super excited just to have it on the stage. He's like, oh my God, it's here. It's finally, I can finally show. I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. I can really contain myself. That was Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, someone check Jeff Keighley's stats. I want to see if he's ever played any Souls games.
Yeah, somebody please.
Shout out to Bless saying Summerfest. Shout out to you, by the way. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you. Saying Summer. Am I okay? Summerfest should be renamed as Summer Snooze. Yes, Summer Snooze Fest, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Raja was good. Jeffrey was good. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was like really boring. I didn't fall asleep, but I did start to feel myself getting angry around the hour and 40-minute mark, maybe the hour and a half mark. And so when I start to feel like rage, I'm like, maybe I should like stop watching this. So I stopped watching it for a little bit, and then I started watching it again, and I watched it through a streamer, and the streamer was just taking shots at it. So I felt a lot better with the entertainment as I was watching.
Luca,
yes.
Something miraculous happened. Sony actually let Yoshida out of the basement to actually appear on TV for the first time in what? How many years has it been since we've seen Yoshida?
Yoshida-san is living his best life. What's up, Fonz? What's up to my brother Fonz? My brother Jet? What's up, boys? What's good, Dre? What's up? Yeah, listen, there's nothing I can even say about it. Like, everything about it was just boring, in my opinion. And the craziest thing is, like, all week, people have been super hype and stuff. I'm like, I don't even understand how y'all can continue to get hype when these shows have been so boring over the last couple of years. You know what I mean? Like, so boring. And like, before we didn't have an E3 last year, the E3 from before, like, what was it? 2019 was trash, dude. So I'm just kind of like, what is there to be hype about? What's up, Melodic? Shout out to Melodic with the super chat saying, I hope Death Stranding flops again on PS5. Okay. What's up, John the Dunn? Oh my God, I forgot to send out the channel member topics.
Oh,
my
shit.
bad. My bad. Hold on. I'm gonna post it right now. And
just do what you do, man. Come in and you know what I'm saying.
Oh my God. Let me go ahead and post it. As soon as I saw
You
John,
I
said
what?
post it.
Hold
Post
on a minute.
Hold on.
Pause the show.
Hold on.
This shit done turned X-rated.
During the show. It's been
We're
X-rated.
gonna have to up the rating on this shit. Are you sure this shit is gonna be allowed on YouTube?
Everybody's shuffling their children out the door right now.
It should
I know,
be fine.
man. This is
fine.
supposed to be a family show, Luca.
Okay, I posted the topics for Scumcast thing in the community tab. So my channel members who typically leave me topics, you can leave a topic right now if you're listening to this. My fucking bad. With all the excitement of E3, I just forgot to post it. So
yeah, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I've learned like since years ago to let everybody else take the hit and start talking about the shows after they're done, and then I'll go in and look up the highlights or if there's any timestamps or anything because yeah, I learned a while back. And after hearing about, I can't remember if it was EA or who it was that likes to do those long ass countdowns and then it finishes and then goes into another countdown.
Oh,
To me,
man.
what that says to me is fuck this dude. He don't have anything else better to do anyway. So let's just sit him down here for like 6 hours, man. My time is worth a lot more than countdown. So, nah.
So you mean they had countdowns on countdowns on countdowns?
Yeah.
Man, ain't
I
that a
mean,
bit?
I'm gonna keep it 100. Sunday is literally the best day of E3. Outside of that, the
Yeah,
rest is
we'll
gonna be
see.
solid trash.
We'll see. We'll see.
Nope. I will say this. There was one thing because I was catching up a little bit and I was watching the Ubisoft and I can't remember what it's called, but it basically looks like something in the same vein or spiritual successor to SSX and
Riders Republic.
Riders Republic. Now, I absolutely fell in love with SSX 3, so this one has my interest. I'm interested in that, and I haven't finished watching the highlights of everything yet, but that's the only thing that really I found interesting.
Okay. What's up, the Sly Crow? What's up, brother? What's up, guys? Bless says instead of wait till E3, just wait till after E3. You'll thank me later. That's Fix. Yeah. Honestly speaking, like I said, I must have been overtaken by some kind of fever dream because the fact that I willingly sat down and watched the Summer Game Fest, like, what was I thinking? I knew it was going to be bad because they're always bad. It's always trash. So why would I subject myself to that only to complain afterwards? I should have known better. I should have known.
Well,
What's up, Punk? What?
No, I was gonna say what I don't understand is, from what I heard, all of the musicians and celebrities. It's like, I mean, that's cool for a certain time, but everybody's here to watch games, and you put in like orchestras and celebrities and all that. Nobody came here for that,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the bands are linked to music and games, but really, no one actually cares. Like it's
Well, they care, but they don't care to watch the show when they're here to watch games. They'll care when they're listening to the music while they're playing, and then they go buy the soundtrack. Or even like a little small clip. Hey, this is the orchestra that does your music. Keep it short if you're going to have them, something. But just...
Well, I mean, I would say that the music was the best part of the show. It was bopping. I was like, oh, this is banging. But I get what you're saying. So
I could have done without the whole Sonic orchestra, though. I mean, really. I could have done without that. I mean, Sonic music is good, but yeah, that wasn't the highlight of the show. Even the game announcements, like there was one or two, like Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. That was a pretty cool announcement because it seems like it's an RPG type thing. Borderlands interesting. Then Elden Ring, but Jeff knew, like everyone was being held captive because everyone knew Elden Ring was always going to be the last announcement. So, of course, everyone's going to sit through all the crap just to get to Elden Ring. So he's like, okay, I'll put all this crap before because the people have sat there like, yeah, just show me Elden Ring. But, the typical marketing thing, you want people to watch a show, so you show the best things for last. I mean,
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. What's up, Sincere?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, I was having a time getting up in here. I had to do my whole StreamYard thing over again. So, what's going on, everybody? Panel, Forte, Singer was good. Meta was happening. I don't know.
What's up?
Nice to meet you, Sincere.
Was good.
So, Sincere, how did you feel about Summer Games Fest?
Summer Sleep Fest? Summer Nap Fest?
Yeah.
Melatonin Fest? What, I don't know. Luckily, we had alcohol, man. That's all I can say. Very lucky that we had alcohol, man. Shout out to Jet, man. Jet streamed it. And
yeah, shout out to everyone who streamed it, especially on YouTube, where they did everything in their power. Well, at least not for the Summer Game Fest, but with Ubisoft. Ubisoft did everything in their power to get you in trouble with YouTube with their nonsense.
For real? Did they? Like, you talking about like the Just Dance stuff and all that?
Just like some of the things that were playing in the background.
Wow. But I knew better though. They got me like 2 years ago with the copyright strike. So yeah, I was like, never again. So Ubisoft shit is trash. So ain't nobody missing nothing. Did y'all talked about that already, or I missed that?
We're talking about the Summer Game Fest as of right now.
Okay,
So
all right.
we'll talk about Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. I like that.
Ubisoft in a second.
Ubisoft.
But yeah, okay. Let's talk about what's up. Willie was good. All right, I'm gonna talk about Elden Ring. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one. Oh, Ramon, you're a Souls fan, yeah?
Oh, nah, not yet.
No.
I'm thinking about it. I'm still thinking about it. Once I clear some more of my backlist, I'll be thinking about it. But I got a long way to go. I got to start off at the first one.
I mean, I'm not I don't play Souls games, but Elden Ring colored me intrigued. Open world, it looks, it's the perfect setting. It's like fantasy, but dark fantasy. But it captured me. Because I tried playing.
You do know that's all Souls games, right?
Yeah, but this one, I don't know. The aesthetic of this one, just like the big, huge
like all
golden
Souls
tree
games.
and everything. I'm like, it's more my thing. Because I looked at Dark Souls 3,
right? Mm-hmm.
but Dark Souls 3 didn't click with me. And then I tried Sekiro.
This probably won't click with you either, big dog. This is Dark Souls 4, baby. This looks like Dark Souls 4. Bro.
Wait. Jeffrey Banks here is a Death Singer's aunt playing Elden Ring.
He ain't playing
I'll play Elden Ring.
You couldn't vibe with Dark Souls 3. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I couldn't.
And you couldn't vibe with Sekiro.
No.
And those are their two latest games. So that's 2016 and 2018, 2019 for Sekiro?
2019.
So it's just like, if you couldn't vibe with those games, chances are you're not going to vibe with Elden Ring either.
But then again, I'm in a different place now than
mentally?
I was then.
2 years ago?
Yeah, like
okay.
shit's changed over those 2 years. So, I'm willing to give it a shot. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and carry out like, some people will be like, no, I'll give it a shot.
I mean, there are some people in here who got past the first boss, maybe.
That's me.
I hope you do. You could sense it coming. Yeah. So it's like for me personally, I beat all the games. I've beat all of them multiple times, except for Dark Souls 2. I only beat that one once. I'm a huge Souls fan, so seeing Elden Ring, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I'm not surprised because it's on last gen as well. It's cross-gen, right? But the game, like, graphically looks like Dark Souls, and that's not a surprise. It's to be expected, and it still looks great. But it wasn't like graphically impressive in my opinion. And anyone saying that it is, I mean, I don't know. I know that you love From Software, guys, but we got to be honest. Like, unless your eyes just saw something that my eyes didn't see, maybe you guys had lying eyes. I don't know what happened. Okay,
Luca, can I ask you a question?
Yes, go ahead and ask me a question.
All right, so you play all the games, right?
I did. I beat them as well.
Which game to you impressed you the most graphically? Damn. Jeez.
None of them. Like Demon Souls looks amazing, but it's a remake. So
it's a remake, right?
The original Demon Souls does not look amazing. None of them. Like there's a steady progression between Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, but it's like not mind blowing. And like the thing with FromSoft games is that the character models and character designs and like level designs are all very interesting, beautiful, unique, dynamic. A lot of it, I say unique in some instances. Other instances, you can see the clear inspiration that they took from Miura Sensei's Berserk, which I am also a huge fan of, So it's cool. I mean, it's really dope aesthetics. I love the aesthetics of Bloodborne the most. I think the dark gothic stuff is amazing. Okay. What's up, Broken Control? What's up, Acute Perspective? What's up, all day? But yeah, it's what's up, Royal? To our brother Royal, what's good, brother? What's up, Big Al? What's up, guys? Thanks so much for joining us. What's up, Enrique? What's up, Phil Collins? What's up, H Dog? All right, someone's dog or child is barking in the background. I
Yeah,
apologize if it's just the child and I just called them a dog. I am so sorry. But there's someone's child in the background, so I need one of y'all to mute. I don't know, some of y'all to mute. Okay, thank you. Thank you to the person he muted. I won't throw y'all out. I won't throw you under the bus. What's up, Lethal Terminus? What's up, brother? Another Souls veteran up in the chat. So Enrique, Souls veteran in the chat. What's up, Hades?
I see people checking me on this Elden Ring, right? Trying to check me on this Elden Ring. When I played Dark Souls 3, it just Elden Ring aesthetically is exactly what I want. That's the type of world I want to be in. I could be immersed in Elden Ring. It's the type of setting and aesthetic that I want.
Hey, all day. Go ahead.
You know what has me... The main thing that has me hesitant about Souls games is I have fresh in my memory of the ass whipping I got from the Valkyries, particularly Sigrun in God of War. And I asked online, I was like, man, how do these Valkyries compare to the Souls games? And they're like, nah, it's not close. And so I'm like, if I'm getting wiped across the floor by Sigrun, then I don't even know if I can handle the Souls games.
Oh, are they saying that? Did they say that the Souls games are harder, or that she's harder?
Much harder.
Really?
They're saying that the Souls games are harder than the Valkyrie. Like almost.
Really?
Most of the Valkyries didn't give me any trouble. Sigrun kicked my ass, and they were telling me that if I'm having trouble with Sigrun, that the Souls games would be worse.
For what I understand, that's pretty accurate.
Like,
damn.
From the Elden Ring trailer, for example, two things I want to point out. The whole it looks more like the whole when he does the sword move and he summons like that magical sword thing and extends his sword. I love that kind of shit. Fill me full of all this fantasy magic crap. Dragons, knights, just
all
give
the
me all
that. Souls game, Singer, all of that,
I didn't see none of that. I didn't come across most of that in Demon Souls, in Dark Souls 3.
Okay, Ramon,
you didn't see no dragons in Demon Souls.
There are actually 2 dragons in Demon Souls.
Wow,
I said Dark Souls.
There's 2 dragons in Dark Souls. There's Calamite for the DLC, and then there's the dragon on the bridge who you can cut off his tail and get his sword. That dragon on the bridge is in was it Undead Burrow, which is like the first area in the game. So you said you didn't see any dragons?
Mm-mm.
How far did you get in Dark Souls? The first 5 steps? Like that's the first area in the game.
No, I was exploring the first area in the game. But then at that time, when Dark Souls 3 initially came out, I bought it. And
okay,
I was like,
Dark Souls 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you?
All right, Dark Souls 3. Yeah, Dark Souls 3 has the ancient dragon, ancient god, which is where the Nameless King is. I'm sorry, not ancient wyvern, because technically speaking, there aren't dragons in the Souls series because they're all dead, except for Seath the Scaleless. But I mean, he's dead now. But he wasn't dead before. But he teamed up. I'm sorry, I'm sure you guys don't care about this, but they're technically wyverns. So there's a wyvern in Dark Souls 3 where the Nameless King is. I think it's called Ancient God or some shit. I don't fucking remember. And then there's also Madir, Dark Eater Madir, who's in the DLC. So there's a wyvern in Dark Souls 3, and then also there's the twin wyverns on top of the castle in Lothar Castle at the end. So, and then there's also the wyvern in the first area of the game. I'm just like I'm remembering. There's a dragon in the first wyvern, whatever, in the first area of Dark Souls 3.
Oh, so, I probably came across it. I just don't count wyverns as really dragons, though.
But Singer, you wouldn't know it's a wyvern because it doesn't say wyvern and it looks just like a dragon.
So Singer, do you buy your caps from Macy's or Marshall?
That's funny. No, but because I was never into the Souls series anyway. So Dark Souls 3 was my first foray into Souls games, right? But then at the time when it first released, I was too busy playing other multiplayer and shit. So I started the game with the intent to, go through it and whatnot. But then I got sidetracked and shit happened in real life at that time. So I never really messed with it like that, and I haven't gone back to it because there's so many other
Okay,
so much
all
stuff has
I
happened.
want to say is that there is a wyvern in the first area of the game, and you wouldn't know it's not a dragon because you wouldn't know the lore if that's your first Souls game. So you wouldn't know that dragons currently do not exist in the timeline, for the most part. For the most part, there are exceptions that are made.
Well, no,
So-
I wouldn't know it's a dragon.
How
But you just
far
told
in
me
the game did you actually get? Is
I
what
got to the
wanna know.
first area.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Smart Skull Kid said he doesn't know what a dragon looks like. Stop. All right, okay, it's not fine, but it's fine. Whatever. Listen, dude. No offense, but Elden Ring looks just like Dark Souls. You know, it looks just like Dark Souls in my opinion. I'm saying this as a Souls veteran. If someone had said this is Dark Souls 4, I would have been like, "Yep, I believe you." It even had weapon arts in it from Dark Souls 3, man. Like, come on. I don't know. And
I used
Ramon,
to be
honestly,
excited. Oh, go ahead.
I'm looking in the chat, and there's a couple people saying that the Souls games are not as hard. Like the Souls bosses are not as hard as the Valkyrie bosses. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I don't know anything about those Valkyrie bosses, but hearing you say that people said that they were like the Souls bosses are more difficult, I was just like, excuse me? I beg your pardon? Because this, I mean, a lot of the Souls bosses are like not that bad, you know? It's like if we take Demon Souls for account, pretty much every Demon Souls boss except for Flame Lurker is cake, dude. All of them are fucking ace. The easiest fucking mechanics ever, right? And then if you think about Dark Souls 1, the bosses that gave me the most trouble are bosses like the Bed of Chaos, who was not completed when they fucking put the game out. They just put that trash out. And it's a gimmick boss fight. That fight is it's trash, and it has nothing to do with difficulty, you know? As for the other bosses, I mean, the other bosses were relatively fine. You know, I didn't really struggle with any of them. It was more the areas I had an issue with. I can't remember any bosses in Dark Souls 2 because there's just so many of them, and that game is kind of meh in my mind. Dark Souls 3, in my opinion, has the best bosses. Nameless King was challenging, but once you the hardest part of Nameless King is the first phase, because dragon fights in Souls games fucking garbage. Like, they're trash, you know? So that was the most difficult part for the Nameless King boss fight. But once you're done with that, Midir, the only reason Midir is difficult is because Midir's health bar is the size of like my lifespan, basically. And also it's a dragon fight, which the dragon fights are trash, you know? But hearing that Souls bosses are more difficult than the Valkyries, what difficulty were you playing on?
Man, I was playing on normal.
Yeah. Please don't hide people's comments if they're not saying anything like bad about people.
Right.
You know? So
At some
but-
point I'll end up playing it though. Like at some point when I get my backlist under control, I'll probably do Demon Souls first, since it was the first, like, you know, which started the whole Souls thing, and then go through them in order.
yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm excited for Elden Ring. I think that it looks amazing. I especially like the last 10 to 15 seconds, that montage, and you see like the different creatures and the different designs. That shit was amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I like the it just looked really dope, and I just really love how they designed their boss fights, you know? Like, I'm assuming most of those enemies are boss fights, especially some of the ones that you saw later on, or encounters that you can come across. The game's gonna have like a dynamic weather system and day night. It's also going to have 4-player co-op, which is dope. All the Souls games have co-op except for Sekiro. What else?
A lot of people said Sekiro was like one of the hardest games because of that. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be considered hard because of that particular instance. But I beat the game 4 times in like 2 weeks. So
Hopefully they actually
You see, I
learned how
actually
to
slid that
make.
in there. You see that? You hear that shit?
I gotta let y'all know that I was zooming in
know already,
Sekiro.
man.
Okay, I beat Sekiro in
Listen,
like 10
Luca,
days.
I beat the first boss of all the Souls games.
I mean, and that's very impressive because most people don't even get to the boss, you know?
I wonder how Sekiro lines up. How Sekiro lines up with Ninja Gaiden in terms of difficulty.
I hear that Ninja Gaiden is more difficult.
Really?
But
Really?
I didn't play it, so I don't know. You know,
Ninja Gaiden. I'm not American. Ninja Gaiden is, it's really difficult. Black.
I was a pro at Ninja Gaiden. Now you got.
Yeah, I was pretty good at that game on Xbox.
I was good at it. I was very good at it.
Ninja Gaiden's harder than so. I don't believe that. Something about that. Nah.
Oh well, to be honest, half the battle is the camera in Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, right.
It is the camera. Camera's like 50% of the fight.
Like for me, at least, I think the hardest. Well, I ain't gonna say hardest, but the most difficult thing to wrap my mind around in Souls games is that when you die, you start over. Unless you get to a bonfire or I don't know what it was in Sekiro, but it was something like that. Unless you get to those where you can
kind of idol.
Okay, right. You can level up and, you got to start over like all the souls you collected or I can't remember what they were in Sekiro. Whatever it was you had to collect, you had to start over again. I don't think Ninja Gaiden was like that.
They were points in Sekiro.
You got to like save points in
in Sekiro, if you were to die, you would there was a chance that you could lose like half of your skill points for your upgrades, and then you could also lose
something
your
like
money.
Like the world got sick the more you died or something like
that. Yeah, people in your world would get sick.
Oh, that's interesting.
But that even though that mechanic sounds scary, it's actually very manageable. To make sure people are okay,
I had them jokers throwing up like a motherfucker. They were sick as hell. They had the corona. My game world.
It was pretty bad, bro. Please hit the like button, guys. I would much appreciate it. 154 people in here. Thank you very much. Yeah, but I just personally speaking, Sekiro, I did hear that people had a lot more trouble with Sekiro, but for me, I in Souls games had a easier time with the humanoid bosses, except for the Orphan of Cause. Like, that's the only one. It's the only one. But like for the most part, the humanoid bosses were the ones that I liked the most and had the most fun with. So Sekiro is like pretty much all human bosses except for a couple,
Except for that monkey, that stinking ass monkey.
Oh yeah, the monkey.
Hey Luca, I have a question.
Up to date.
I was watching Blaze try and do multiplayer on Demon Souls. I wonder if From Software figured out how to make a non-convoluted way of making multiplayer a thing without having to go through like 50 steps.
Maybe they might have made it easier to make the entry point more accessible for people. But I don't know. Like the last time they did a multiplayer game was Dark Souls 3 in 2016. So it's completely plausible that they could have made one that was less convoluted, but who knows at this point? Like every single one of their systems has been convoluted for their Souls games. So I don't know. Shout out to my brother Griggity. I was on his channel yesterday. I can't remember. Yesterday? I think it was yesterday or Thursday. No, it was yesterday. I was on his channel yesterday and we were talking. Oh my God, Dirt! I can't remember, dude. I am so sorry. It's not you. It's me.
Luca.
It is not you. It's not you. It's me. My brain. Shout out to saying with the super chat saying I'm nervous as fuck. I'm hoping Xbox don't let us Xbox fans down again. Well, aim low.
Nervous.
No, swing low, sweet chariot. Shout out to my boy T-Rock saying Lollipop Guild for the win. Yeah, that's a reference to Slow-Mo's bitch ass posting on Twitter. Who's shorter? Let me see. Let me find this poll because I retweeted it, of course.
God, it was hilarious.
Oh yeah. He said, who's taller, Kevin Hart, the Lollipop Guild, or the Ash and Luca? I'm winning by 45%. Y'all ain't shit. Fuck all of you. All right. But and then shout out to my boy Dayron saying, I'm coming by to drop support. All-Star panel. Looking forward to tomorrow to watch the event with the Lords. The Iron Lords. Shout out to my bros. Yes, Sunday is the Lord's Day after all. Shout out to you. What's up, same old? What's up, Michael? Mikio? I don't know. 4'11". I am 4'11". Yes, please hit the like button for my height, please. wait. Hit the like button because because it's the only thing in my life going up. Okay.
Damn.
Damn.
Man, I feel like
That
I'm
went a
in the
little
Twilight
dark.
Zone every
That
time I
went a
hear
little
her
dark.
say stuff like that.
You know, I have a dark sense of humor. Anyway, so yeah. But overall, Summer Game Fest was trash. But Elden Ring looks amazing. I actually shout out to Vati Vidya for once again getting my money. He huge Souls guy, posted some merch and I picked it up with a swiftness, like the Souls cuck that I am. And I'm excited for the game. I guess as of right now, FromSoft is my favorite developer because all my other favorite developers have let me down. So it's coming out January 2022. Hopefully it's okay.
And usually some software games don't get pushed back. They reveal a release date, right? Or show gameplay. They usually stick to that
they wait
pretty strongly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I used to be excited for Elden Ring just so I could see if George Martin was actually going to write another book. But I don't care.
You already know. Oh, shout out to All Day. All Day just had a baby.
Shout out to All Day. Congrats, bro.
Shout out.
Congratulations, All Day.
He's a father by the fourth time. You know, this is his fourth child.
Fourth kid.
Yes, her name is Kalina. I call her Cal, like baby Cal, like Kal-El. I'm sure he realized what I was doing, but whatever. She's a Gemini, and he also has an Aries, so I told him good fucking luck.
I was just about to say
Good luck.
Good luck. My
Yeah.
brother is a Gemini, my wife is a Gemini. 2 Geminis in my life.
Yes, the shout out to All Day. Shout out to Godzilla. It's super chat saying, pretty cool. We saw more Berserk references. Yes, that's not it wasn't a wolf. It was some kind of I don't know what kind of animal that it was, but there was a knight that had an animal face and Guts' pose. So that was very good.
To be honest, that looked like a wolf.
Did it really? The face?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, that was a wolf's head.
All right, what's up, Racer? Yes, but congrats to all day. Oh, Phil Collins, like, I'm a Gemini, but you're great, Phil. You're great. Yeah, you're great. As are you, Jeffrey. Philly's like, I thought I was excited for Elden Ring until I saw it. Yeah, I mean,
Souls game. Shoot.
Listen, I can understand where you guys are coming from. Like I said, I personally don't think it looks graphically appealing, but the art style is pretty dope. The character models are pretty dope. And it's another Souls game, and they haven't let us down yet. You know what I mean? So, do they need to get a new engine / update that engine? Absolutely. They absolutely fucking do.
But I mean, most people, Luca, play Souls games for the gameplay. They never have been graphical powerhouses. Like I was shocked at Demon Souls, which isn't like technically a From Software game because it's remade by Bluepoint, but no one plays them like the graphics. Man, those graphics kill. It's the gameplay, and some people got their issues with the gameplay, but that's what people come back for. They come back for that challenge.
Yes, you're right, Godzilla saying I was referring to the big white tree as well. Yes, that was like a clear reference to Berserk. What's up, the Ravenflow? How's it going, buddy? But yeah, and let's see here. Philly Eagle says that wasn't a shot at the graphics. Well, I'm taking the shot, big dog. I'm taking the shot. Shit looks bad. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just, and you're right, Sincere. I mean, most people, including me, I play it for the gameplay. Gameplay is amazing, and I love it.
Nobody wanted to look like a 360 game.
One tidbit I did notice, the fact when they said the NPCs can either help you or hinder you. And I'm like, so that's interesting to me.
Yeah.
But that was in Bloodborne. It's also in Demon Souls, that kind of mechanic where the NPCs might actually be lying to you or against you, So that's nothing new. Go ahead, Nautical.
No, I was just going to say, I just think that at a certain point, people just, you're in a new generation and people are they just expect a little bit more when it comes to the fidelity side of the games and stuff. If they would have showed this trailer 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, people would be like, oh, okay, that's cool. And it wouldn't even been a thought about it. But now that we're in a new generation and graphics and frame rate and all that stuff is the talk of the town when you see something that looks like it could have been, kind of overestimated, saying it was less 360 graphics, but we feel like we left the 720p look behind, and even if that game runs at 1440p or 4K, those textures didn't look up to snuff. Gameplay can be cool, but it seems like sometimes they kind of forget that people want to be wowed by the things they see outside of just the gameplay itself.
I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense.
People love these games. This is it's different, man. Like, people love these games. It's like a gamer's game. People will try to play it and put themselves through all kind of torture playing it so they can say that they beat one. It doesn't have to look good for that.
Well, no, it doesn't have to look good, but you also got to think and I would say Sekiro doesn't look the greatest, but it looks better than that. And people got into that because of the aesthetic of the game, like
because it's ninja stuff and all.
Yeah,
that.
So it's like either you're gonna get into it because of
I don't know how much better. I mean, because what's crazy is that when you get to like bosses in these games, I think that's when that's like the showcase of
the showcase of the game. Right. Yeah,
when you just making your way, fighting the grunts and stuff like that. Yeah, the game doesn't look spectacular or anything like that. It's when you get to these big badass bosses that the game comes to life, and it's a gamer's game. It's the kind of game that people really revere because they finished it. They know they accomplished something. Right. I don't think those kind of games really have to, they don't got to be Uncharted. Like I don't feel good when I beat Uncharted. It was cool. It's okay. It looked really nice. But these games are gamer games. This is gameplay first. So
yeah,
I'm cool with that kind of game. So
real quick, T-Rock says, no, we said that, T-Rock. We said it's cross-gen. Well, I said it earlier, but Sincere wasn't here. But I said it, and I guess you weren't here either, but we said it. And T-Rock also said, I'm not going to judge it based off an early trailer. You're right. The game still has like 6-7 months before it comes out. Shout out to Dayron with Super Chat saying, you talking about how the majestic Godfall is coming to PS4 after being said it couldn't run due to the SSD on the PS5. Jim Judas Iscariot Ryan. I'm having trouble finding that particular quote.
I don't think the thing is that quote was kind of taken along with the quote with Spider-Man and all the other games and stuff. I don't think they particularly came out and just talked about how Godfall couldn't. They just talked about all those games and basically general say they only could do it because of the PS5. And Ratchet & Clank seems to be the only game at this point that they probably couldn't do on a PS5 with the way that they're doing everything.
Right.
I would argue, I mean, that's absolutely correct. One small exception with Returnal, there's nothing Returnal does that.
Well, it's the controller from Returnal.
Well, yeah, the controller, yeah, but if we eliminate that, the one thing about Returnal that, okay, the PS4 could run it, but no people would stop playing it is when you die and you go back to the beginning sequence.
Oh my god,
again.
Can you imagine how long it would load?
Over and over.
The load time. That load time
people, there would be busted up TVs and controllers. People would be throwing fits.
Yo, the load times for Bloodborne when that originally came out, it was real bad, bro. It was real bad. Apparently, I didn't play it when it came out. That's what I heard.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of lump Returnal in with the can't run thing. I mean, it technically can, but nobody would want to play that.
Oh no, you throw an SSD on that thing, it might be a lot better.
Yeah, I think the reason Returnal is just on the PS5 is because the loading stuff.
It's just the loading stuff. It's like because I think Ratchet & Clank takes loading to a whole nother level. Like you see, like the trailers do it no justice. It's when you start playing the game.
So true.
Justice when you play. It's like when you go from one area to another and it's seamless. It's like okay. Man. This is a game with truly no load screen. I
think if you never pause the game or take a picture or just it will back to the dashboard, it's all seamless. Yeah,
exactly. So that's what I think the SSD does. Like when it comes to Returnal, I think if you put a really good SSD on your Xbox or on your PlayStation 4 Pro, you could get real close to what that is.
Yeah,
I saw Kotaku actually made a decent article for once.
Yeah,
did you see it?
I didn't see it.
The fact that you took time to go find it.
Yeah.
No.
Why are you following it?
Forever.
Why?
I'm not. No, so someone retweeted it and it came across my timeline. I don't follow
Swimming
Kotaku.
through Kotaku articles.
No, I don't. I took Kotaku's trash. No,
I saw
don't
this
follow
from a friend
Kotaku.
through a friend, basically.
But their article was nobody played Godfall on PS5, so it's covered to PS4, and I'm like, well, that's probably more than likely the truth.
No, that's definitely the truth. It ain't even they ain't even have to guess on that one.
Does that mean
Trash,
Destruction
trash.
All Stars will be on PS4 too?
No, probably. Well, I mean,
Because ain't
to
nobody
be honest,
really
they
playing that
should
far as I
just
know.
like put that free to play and just
Take that one out back, man. It's time for that to be buried. Luca, you ain't playing Ratchet and Clank?
No, I don't have any interest in that game.
Oh man,
that
so
hurts.
good, man.
I mean,
so
I can understand
good.
it though. I'm not. Look, I can't not get it, and I figured she would say that. I mean, I usually wouldn't either. I think the graphics got me in there, so it's funny.
good, man.
As a Ratchet and Clank veteran, all the mainline games like this game, just your pupils just dilated, just
Yeah,
gotta
it's
wipe
just
your
visual
mouth
crack.
salivating. Like it's
Yeah,
the
exactly.
sounds, the textures on his fur, like hair. Everybody knows hair is the most difficult thing to render on a game, and it just
Yeah,
looks ridiculous.
Did you see the sheep?
Fun.
Anybody see the sheep that you sit next to at the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a real looking.
I know, it looked real.
That's my sheepskin.
That sheep got some textures and some
Yeah,
layers
that
on
sheep
it.
had a whole bunch of textures.
Word. I kind of
Yeah,
figured, Luca, that's not your thing. It just seemed like it. I don't know.
What made you say that?
It's not difficult.
Yeah.
I don't only play difficult
Oh,
games.
did you play it? Did you
I'm
play it on?
fucking with
Did
you.
you turn up the difficulty on it?
I
Sincere?
had to, yeah, because otherwise,
Man, you got to turn it. Yeah,
breeze
once
through
you
the
get
game,
used
yeah.
to the movement, you got to turn that
Especially once
difficulty
you get
up.
like that teleport and dash.
Oh yeah, you can negate it. It's like some invincibility frames up in there somewhere.
Hey, Sincere, since you played,
Gregor says Luca won't play Ratchet and Clank because seeing the smaller character
Wow.
Clanky carry the backpack hits her on a personal level.
Damn,
That's actually
good
the
shit.
reason.
Damn.
So true.
hey,
Okay.
Cynthia, since you played Ratchet, I have to ask you because I've seen a couple of people say this now. They who are playing Ratchet, they said it's a great looking game, but it's
Mhm.
basically just more Ratchet, which isn't a bad thing, but
Which
it
is
doesn't.
great.
It's
I love
I mean,
Ratchet. You
it's
love Ratchet.
exactly that though, Singer. It's more like I played the 2016 game first. The only two Ratchet and Clank games I played was these two, and it feel like an extension of that. It's the same game.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
okay,
mean,
okay.
not the same game. That's not
That is such a
terrible.
like an odd thing. I
It's
never
similar.
understand when people say it looks like more of the same, but like what if
It
if
is.
you like
That's
it?
why it's called Ratchet and Clank.
The sequence,
Yeah. It doesn't it just I don't know. I guess I don't really get it.
I mean, Halo is more Halo. Like
it's
Oh, you're gonna
because
see that tomorrow too. Tomorrow you're gonna be seeing a lot more Halo like a motherfucker. So if you didn't like Halo 5, 4, and 3, you ain't gonna like this shit either.
I was thinking because from their point of view,
Mhm.
they were expecting them to change up the formula a bit. Maybe,
Why?
Yeah.
I think
Why?
they
Yeah, but then
changed
you-
it enough by adding that chick, right?
They
well,
changed
yeah,
it.
Damn,
and then
look at
the,
Oh,
you know,
that chick that has
Yeah, yeah.
dudes dang
Shit.
bad.
Man, I
Oh,
think
man.
the traversal enough changed the game
exactly.
enough.
That's a whole
yeah,
new
the whole
mechanic.
rift thing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
rift thing. It's-
That was enough
Yeah.
change.
Shout out real quick. Shout out to Godzilla with the super chat saying Ratchet and Clank be having people see sounds. Yes.
I mean, I have to shout out Ratchet and Clank though. It's exposing people as being furries.
Oh
It's crazy
shit!
out here.
Oh
We-
Lord,
we-
here you go.
Oh,
We don't
my
have to
God.
talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
No.
We don't
I
have
was-
to talk
I
about
have
it. We can
personal
just move on.
experience. I have personal
Yeah, just
experience
move
doing a
on.
con. No, I was working at a Comic-Con and yeah.
Just move on, Ramon. Just
Just move on.
I'm having
You ain't gotta
flashbacks,
relive it.
man. Somebody gave me
Listen,
flashbacks.
I don't
to,
know about the rest of y'all, but I do not kink shame on here, okay?
Me
No, I'm
either.
not kink shaming.
Oh,
I'm not kink
shit.
shaming, but it just
That being said, I feel
Yeah.
like people should keep their kinks to themselves and not put it on their gaming platforms. I don't know. That's just me. I say that even though I'm always thirsting after Phil Spencer. Okay, I say that I don't
Ew.
kink shame. I'm just gonna.
That's the exact you thirst
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We're gonna be king
Him and-
She like
him and
that.
Herman
She like
Holtz.
right now.
Him
She
and
like-
Herman Holtz looking
Herman Holtz too.
Oh,
Looking
Oh,
delicious.
You
Luka
touching
Luka's
your
going
TV
after
screen,
all
you
of them.
touching your screen when you
Yeah,
man.
so
Luka got
Todd
you
Howard,
rubbing
he's
the
like, oh,
screen with the back of your finger.
no man.
Todd Howard is beautiful, but I have enough liars in my life, so.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She like those people with blazers. I see.
the Blazer gang.
And with
She
the-
likes
with
the older gentleman in a higher position, you know.
Yes, definitely in a higher
with the
position.
bangs on the side of the forehead too.
She
Okay,
got
anyway.
that status icon.
Wow.
Singer, don't encourage her.
Gregor said Luca like men with foreheads taller than she is. It doesn't.
God damn.
The receders. No.
God damn.
Yeah, homeboy's on a roll.
Ain't this a bitch?
He ain't even started drinking yet.
Wow.
So anyway, moving on from that. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah. What were we talking? Oh, Summer Game Fest was boring. Okay, let's talk about. Okay, so I want to be. Oh, Slomo's here. Hi, Slomo.
Yo, what's up?
My guy.
Yo, what's happening, Slomo?
Snapping you with another video.
Ramon. Oh man. Y'all are hilarious.
What up, Slomo?
What's up, Singer? How's it going, man? Have you done any fraudery yet, man? I know I'm a
Nah.
little late.
I'm good.
Yeah, he claimed that there
Yeah,
weren't any dragons in Dark
try and
Souls, but there's a
lie.
dragon in the first area. Go ahead, Slomo.
He had his
That
fedora on.
makes sense. That's why I had to ask. I knew, he would into it sooner or later, and me being an hour late, I kind of figured he would have said something fraudery already. But yeah,
Well, I
shit.
mean, to be fair, were you late because your knees gave out on the way here? I mean,
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Damn.
you know,
What's going on here?
Homeboy came with wood on
We
that.
gotta leave Slomo alone, man.
Hey,
oh
it
my
ain't
gosh.
his. It ain't
Singer
his
done
fault.
turned into a fucking savage. What the hell happened? I thought y'all was supposed to be all proper and reserved and shit over there. God damn.
Nah.
Flag
He
on the
said
play.
that while drinking.
Just sipping my tea and
he,
crumpet.
he didn't have his noontime tea. That's why he acting like that, man.
The queen would be disappointed in you, Singer.
This is why we can't have nice things, man. Y'all so disrespectful.
Damn, Taz went right for his knees. What knees? Okay. Anyways,
Exactly,
Slomo,
right?
if you could just tell us, what you thought about the Summer Game Fest.
Oh, I mean, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't great either.
It was
but
awful. It was awful.
What? Did you
It
watch?
was. Hey! I saw some games I was interested in. I saw a few. I thought that it was way too much music. I just got after the first one, I was like, oh, cool. I remember that song, from whatever game it was. Then he brought out Weezer, and I was like, damn, I forgot Weezer existed. Okay. and then it's like, then after the third one, I was like, come on, bro. Like, we ain't here for this. Like,
Slomo thought he was at the Horizon Festival.
I was like, yo, did I go to a concert? I don't know. Like, I'm tired of it. I'm like, stop with the music. I want to see more. And it's I think what really made it different than because he does that for the VGAs, and I like the VGAs. But what made it different this time was that usually with the VGAs, I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying what the games they're showing, the reveals, the people winning awards, wondering what's going to happen next. I'm having a good time, and then the music comes in, and I'm like, oh,
Did you say
okay, all
the
right.
knees?
I'm
Yeah.
looking at the chat. I'm looking at the knees, bro.
We're singing about echoes, knees and shit. What y'all did to slow-mo, man? This shit ain't
Nothing
right.
but knees in the chat. So literally, I literally saw 3 comments in a row that said knees, and I was just like, the word knees came out of my mouth.
Look what y'all done did to my boy Slow-mo, man. This shit.
Traumatized.
Slow-mo, I
It's
can help you
subliminal,
with your
man.
knees, man. We just
Bro,
need to do
man.
some lunges.
Look,
You
and
tore
stuff.
your
my-
meniscus saying that, man.
Look, man. Look, I got half a ligament left, man. It's just hanging on.
Man, not
No,
like-
Oh, also fuck you for that poll.
Oh my god,
Damn.
the savagery.
yo, look. I was watching the Gearbox thing. I'm like out and about and stuff. I'm watching the Gearbox thing on my phone, and I see Kevin Hart come out his trailer. He comes up to
He comes to his chest line.
like Randy Pitchford's hip line is what he comes up to, right? And I'm just like, damn, Kevin Hart is short, and they just hit me like, who was taller, him or Luca? And then I just made a poll,
man.
and then I was like, you know what, I need to add someone else in here, and then I was just like, why not the Lollipop Guild, right? So yeah, I just threw all that in there. Clearly, Luca is the shortest. Like the Lollipop Guild got her by at least 2 or 3 inches. But
the savagery on this panel.
The Lollipop Guild, man. The fact that you even thought of that slow mo is wow.
I will say I voted for the Lollipop.
I mean,
there it is.
listen. I voted for myself as well. Who's taller, me or Slow-Mo's knees? Who knows at this point, man?
What knees? He don't got bone on bone, man.
Slow-Mo's knees and the ankles. We all know that.
Y'all talking real ill of the dead. Okay, my knees are gone. All right, like we need to speak a little bit better about my.
Stone Cold
Start doing some
Steve
squats,
Austin.
dude. Start doing squats, and your knees will slowly strengthen.
All right. Anyway, so okay, let's vote on the show. Listen, Summer Game Fest, guys. What scores are you giving it? I'm giving it a 2 out of 10. Shit was trash.
1 8 to 10.
Damn.
I give it a 6 out of 10.
I'm gonna have to give it a 0 because I ain't see it and y'all said it sucked.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
I would give it
Go ahead.
I'd give it a 5 out of 10.
Wait a minute. Wait. You said you actually had a bunch of games. I thought you was gonna definitely come in at a 7.
Oh shit.
No, why?
You just made it. You just said, "Oh, he said it wasn't a bad show." Saying it wasn't a bad.
Look, it wasn't a terrible show. Look, I said it wasn't a terrible show, but it wasn't a great show either. It wasn't.
But a 5 is failing. Slow.
Look, that's my score. I don't care.
No,
It's
5 is failing.
So hold on.
Wait, Forte,
So
can
was
he
it a
just
good
have his
show
can
or
he
a
just have
terrible-
his score? Is this
So
score
wait,
is this
five.
score
Tell them how
okay?
to score.
Forte, you gave it a
So-
6, right?
I gave it a
Can it-
6.
Can a man have his own
When did
score?
Jeff Keighley drop the bag on DPS podcast?
Ooh, speak on it. You guys
I
having
gave
him
him
on
about the
sometime
bag on
soon?
DPS podcast. Shout us out, Jeff Keighley. I'll give you an 8 next time.
Listen, maybe y'all can talk about Kojima-san or something while he's on.
Oh,
All right,
we good on that.
Yeah, he ain't dropping the bag then.
All right,
Yeah, he ain't
let's
dropping
see
that
here. Let me get these scores. So I gave it a 2 out of 10. Jeffrey gave it a 4. Arcade gave it a 5. Brandon gave it a 1. What's up, Brandon? Eric gave it a 4. Spencer gave it a 4. Slycrow gave it a 3. Philly gave it a 7.5. What did you like about it, Philly? Aaron gave it a 4.5. Bless gave it a 0. I didn't see it. Ravenflow gave it a 4. Phil gave it a 1. Mr. Broadus gave it a -5.
yes.
Good God.
Michael gave it a 1 out of 10.
Y'all bold, man.
Saying
for this.
E3 so far is that. Dana Joe gave it a 5. Racer gave it a 1.5. Eric says 4. Bless is like, no, it's actually a -10 out of 10. John the Don said 5. Arcade said in gaming terms on site, it's 5 out of 10. It's mediocre. We're not using school metrics, Luca. Dre says I give it a 6, which is a meh out of 10.
Yeah, there we go.
Brother Jet says -6, or I'm sorry, can I read?
Negative.
-7. Hades gave it a 6.5. Melodic gives it a D+. John gives it a 4. Jarrell gives it a 0.
There we go.
He said
Leisure
heroin.
gave it a 2.
Heroin out of 10.
Heroin out of 10, yo.
Tyler gave it a 4. Honestly,
What does that even mean?
Kojima-san, like, I don't know. I
You
just
have
feel
to
like
do
a
it
lot
in
of
order to
things
like
gets lost in translation.
I'll have to shout out Lobo because Lobo is funny and he's always in the Discord. And heroin out of 10 that's a great score there, sir.
Yes, a Sub Negro
Fantastic,
gives it a
Lobo.
0.5 out of 10. Yeah, the show was trash. Okay, let's talk about Ubisoft's show. Now, I was getting my hair done, so I didn't watch it. But I heard it was bad. So if you guys could like fill me
It
in.
was not.
Yeah,
I was watching it before I jumped on here. I mean, okay, if anybody has any interest in Rainbow Six, then they might have enjoyed it. If you
That's true.
The Avatar game was premiered there, so if that tickle your fancy, but outside of that, Just Dance and a bunch of shit.
Just Dance, Slow-Mo?
Probably
Just
don't
Dance.
care.
At least
need
this
to-
time they didn't open it with Just Dance. They
Okay.
put
It was the
Just
second
Dance in
game
the
they
middle.
showed.
Let's
I
stop
got a
poking
question
fun
about
at
that.
Slow-Mo and his lacking
Yeah, it was
knees.
the second one.
No, you can never let it go. Wait, Justin gives it a 7 for Summer Games Fest. Aaron says Slow-Mo's knees out of 10. Saber gives it a 5. And then Eric says we're gonna do our Ubisoft scores at the end, Eric, but he gives the Ubisofts 1 to 6, and Bunty gives the Summer Games Fest a 4. All right, continue on, fellas.
Ubisoft. The Ubisoft show. My highlight is always Just Dance because it's always going to be cheesy, and it's always going to make me laugh because there is nothing funnier than the Just Dance segment. So that's always a good time. But the only game that actually interested me was Rainbow Six Extraction, a co-op shooter, like tactical. You can go around all stealthy and whatnot. That actually looks pretty cool, especially if you can gather up some people and go play it. That looks like it might be a good time.
They kind of gave it a Left 4 Dead vibe.
Right.
Yeah, they did. And the way the enemies, the tiers and stuff, and you have to, actually work together to get stuff done. It seems kind of cool, but outside of that, the rest of the show is trash.
I got a question about that Avatar game. Like, what Avatar? Is it just something original, or is it based off of the anime?
No, it's the movie.
No, it's
based off
the
the
James
movie.
Cameron movie that made so much money and everyone saw it, but no one can remember anything about it. That's me.
Nothing. I
What
can't
name?
remember.
Name
I
a character.
remember anything.
Wait, name 3 characters from Avatar.
The blue one.
Their names. Their names.
Okay, their names. No, I do not remember
I
their
can't
names.
remember the names, but
I remember the actors who played in there, but not the names.
I wish I could forget. I really do.
Dang.
You said you wish you could forget. I can't remember. Like
I
Sigourney
have-
Weaver was in that joint. That's
Yeah,
all.
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah,
was in
Sigourney
it.
Weaver.
Zoe Saldana was in it.
It's
Man, I can't remember.
it's the one Chris guy that isn't a Pine, isn't a Hemsley
Not a
or
Hemsworth.
whatever.
What-
Yeah, he's like the one Chris dude no one can remember.
he
There's
was
that
in
guy.
Terminator, right? Oh, no.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was. He was in
in
Terminator.
Okay.
The one
I
with Christian Bale, the one that failed. I mean,
Yeah.
all of them have failed.
Well, they've
basically,
all
so.
failed since too. but
They
yeah.
all failed.
A shout out to Hades saying, "I got what you got. What you got, boo?" He said, "I got what you got. I got 3 games I'm interested in, so I can give it an average rating. I'm tempted to give it a higher score because Voss is back. Voss is back. A 7.5 out of 10.
They got you buying DLC already, bro. Come on, relax.
Mm-mm.
I can't believe it. None of y'all can remember any. Of the
That's his
people from
name.
that
My
movie.
bad. Sam Hemsworth. Oh, I mean, Sam Worthington.
Sam
Yeah.
Worthington.
Did you say
Yeah.
Sam Hemsworth? What's up, back?
Yeah, he did
What's
say
up,
Sam.
Badger?
I just made 2 people. Michelle Rodriguez is in it.
Michelle
She plays
Rodriguez will star in anything, as we already know.
Well, she died in the
Well,
last.
she'll die.
Yeah,
Character
she
that's
died.
actually
They
in the
can't stop
movie.
killing her, man.
I don't know.
Oh, they kill every day.
in the movie. None. 0.
I remember. I
envy you that.
remember
I
the human
envy you
characters.
that.
I can't remember any.
What's
of
their
the
names,
blue.
Forte? Their actual names in the movie.
Sam was Jake Sully. Then you had Sigourney Weaver.
IMDb.com is up right now.
What's that? Yeah, great time, dude.
Look
they
at
call-
that. There's no way
Dr.
you remember
Augustine,
this.
you don't. Look, I love Sigourney Weaver, and I love Alien, so I remember every movie pretty much
Oh
that she
my
was in. So, she was Grace Augustine, and I remember Michelle Rodriguez being Trudy. Trudy, what's her last name?
I don't know. Whatever.
Her first name is
telling
Trudy.
you right now. Whatever.
Those are the only 3 I remember. Everybody else I don't remember. I know. Oh, the guy that was the guy that was over the whole thing. His name was Norman. His name was Norman.
The guy. Okay, Norman. Okay.
I don't remember anybody
Did
else.
y'all like
no
the
aspect
movie
to
though?
that
Did
story
y'all
that I
like the
resent.
movie enough to play a
No.
video game from it?
No,
Not
no.
Hell no.
You know,
In
No.
fact, I got enough to boycott the game just on principle.
God,
all I
There's
remember
so
from
many
that
aspects to that
Master
story that I
Chance?
absolutely resent.
Damn, really?
Dang.
well, that's a story that they
I'm
done
talking,
told like in 50
man.
different times.
I'm
What's
not even
up,
talking
Puma?
about the fact that
What's
the
up,
story
Daz?
was told. It was, well, yeah, I'm not going to even get started.
Okay, all right. I know where you're going with it. I know where you're going with it.
Avatar,
I-
Avatar
Why
can
they treating
kiss
us like
my-
this?
no,
Damn it!
go ahead, yeah.
Why they treating us like this? Okay.
Yeah, all I remember from Avatar is like the weird tail sex thing. And that's
tail
about it. Yeah.
Did you say tail sex?
Yeah, they put their little
they were
tails
like
together.
intertwined.
Yeah,
their
they-
Or their
tails.
hair.
We are
That's
one.
that's the shit that you remember. That I can.
Ada.
I remember too.
That's what I remember too, man.
Uh,
Remember-
To be
remember Ada
honest, though, there is only one real Avatar, and that's the Last Airbender.
Ada Wall was their
Yo,
god.
facts on that.
Yeah.
That's the
An
only
actual
Avatar I
good
know.
story.
Where are we at right now? Just where I want to know.
A real avatar versus a fake avatar.
Yeah, no, let's move off of Avatar. We've given it way too much energy. This is my show. I don't mean to say that, but
No, but some people.
You're fine.
Well, that's why I said with the show. The show wasn't. I think the show was actually pretty good. I kind of separated myself from the things that they show because I know that the stuff that Ubisoft is going to show, about 70% to 80% is not going to be for me. But I said this on Twitter when Luca put up her post. I was like, you know, you may hate it, but those games sell millions of copies. Mostly every game they show sells millions of copies. And there are people out there that love those games. But outside this community, we want new stuff. People are kind of tired of all the games that they, you know, Rainbow Six. If you haven't gotten into Rainbow Six by now, you're probably never going to get into it. That game has been going strong for quite some time. And they really didn't showcase anything, you know, substantial that anybody else wants to play. You know, they showed Far Cry separately a while ago. So Avatar was the only real new thing that they showed, and Just Dance is just Dance. So it was good because it catered to the people that it needs to cater to, and they're going to show that stuff because it makes money. But for us, it's going to probably be a hard pass for everybody that's on this panel because they don't care about any of those IPs.
It's kind of crazy. I mean, I like Ubisoft games for the most part. Well, Assassin's Creed, but you know. I say that yet.
Everybody has one or two games that they like from Ubisoft, and the rest of it can kind of kick rocks.
All right, what are you going to say, Sen?
I mean, when I look at this presentation, who is this geared? It's geared to us. Like, it's geared to, you know, the online gaming community, because Joe Blow that went to the store to buy Vikings Assassin's Creed doesn't give a damn about E3 or anything like that. So why don't they gear these shows towards
They never gear them to us. Ever.
That sucks though.
I mean, I realized that a long time ago about these shows. It's like we were arguing about this on Brappin on DPS the other day. It was like, you know, when it comes to the presentation around these games, it's like people say, oh, well, you know, what about the viewing audience at home? Well, who cares? You know, if it was about the viewing audience at home, half the stuff that we see wouldn't actually happen. We wouldn't see Sony having concerts at E3 while they were moving people around in the arena and stuff. You know, we wouldn't be seeing stuff like that because ultimately it's for the entertainment of the people that are there. And plus they know that this stuff is going to be shown on demand later on. So like the live presentation is supposedly for us, but they're doing it so they know people that go to YouTube 6-7 months later, they say, oh, that was cool, let me go look at the trailer and see what they did.
Real quick, that's why whenever people ask me if I ever want to go to E3, I'm like, no, because I would rather be disappointed from the comfort of my home.
Luke, I think that's more or less like connecting with your community and meeting people.
That's what
my thing is.
Like the show really doesn't matter in that.
My thing is, if I'm not cool enough to want to meet with you outside of that 1 week in June, then I don't want to meet with you at all. You know.
Let me say one thing though, as far as E3, like E3 is kind of like if you like the Comic-Con for video games. So like if you say, you know, you have a friend, like a real life friend, like, hey man, let's go to E3. Like the whole event, even if the presentations might suck, the actual event itself can be fun because there's so many things to do and stuff to try out and everything that it is.
It's just like games though. Like we always say, you know, a group of friends can make any game fun.
For sure.
You know, so it's just like anything else.
Phasmophobia.
Oh yeah. Y'all made it fun by just putting up a video and letting us watch it.
Did you think Extraction got a good release date? I was surprised by September.
When did they put it? Was it August?
September this year? No, September this year. And I was like, that's actually a pretty good date because it's not much is really coming.
It don't really matter because, like I said, if you aren't into Rainbow Six, I mean, that trailer is going to pull some people in. It really depends on what Back 4 Blood does because if that game takes off, it could kind of seep over to people looking at Rainbow Six, say, oh, this is a more tactical version of kind of what we saw with Back 4 Blood. But it really depends on how that takes off. But if you, like I said, once again, if you're not into Rainbow Six, you ain't in the Rainbow Six, so you pretty much ain't gonna get this game. And it's been in Game Pass. It's been all over the place. You can get that game for $14 right now.
14. This shit was on sale for like $2.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I mean,
Prestige. No, the new one, the up to season 5. No, season 6. You can get up to season 6 right now on Xbox for like $20.
Right.
But the thing is, like, I mean, I know we all kind of dismissing Rainbow Six, but like, there's a humongous community of people that play that game.
Play it.
Yeah. So like, I totally get them starting off with that, because Rainbow Six Siege is a game that has got legs, like long like. Yeah, not a lot of people in this community play it, but there's a ton of people that play it, and that's all they play.
What games do people play in this community is the real question.
Yeah, that is a very good question.
Good point.
Really good question.
I would say that also when it comes to Avatar, and just the way them showing the stuff that they show, like I said it before about like, why do you show Just Dance? Like, no one who watches E3 plays Just Dance, and no one who plays Just Dance.
You don't know that.
Slow-mo.
You don't know that.
I'm fairly confident that nobody who plays Just Dance.
Fairly confident or all the way.
You know what else you were confident about?
I'm
Hold on.
confident
Wait.
enough.
You know what else we were confident about? We were confident about what did you say? Fallout 76, man. Bethesda seems like
I did not say that.
You
do not say that lie on me. I didn't say nothing positive about Fallout 76.
Yes, you didn't. What did you say? You said something positive about Bethesda.
No, that was Mass. Mass said that you talking about that 3 years ago, Bethesda E3, and Mass came in and said that everything was trash but Fallout 76.
Okay, wait. You said something too. Let me go ahead and find it.
You said Fallout 76 was going to slap slow-mo?
No, I didn't. That was I was by myself,
right?
Going in on Bethesda for the
longest
time.
You said clearly Bethesda cares about their games, and unironic.
That's the foolishness I said. That's the only positive thing I said about Bethesda that entire show. Now you, Luca.
No, I was capping. I was capping like
yes,
like
okay.
I was sucking that Bethesda dong, big
dong.
What? Okay.
Yeah, we have to go.
All right, just a little too far.
Family show, Luca.
All right.
Okay.
Man, this ain't hardly no family show.
Okay, I know all night. First of all, I know you're not saying this is a family show with some of the things that have come out of your mouth, slow-mo backslap.
I didn't say this was a family show.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh.
What'd you say? It's going too far?
Oh my god.
I said you know
what?
Slobbing dicks was a little too far. That's what
Whoa. You
did.
Oh shit.
Damn, language slow-mo.
We need to go to
Luca. Anyway.
Hey, slow-mo, this is an adult show, Luke.
Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's give the score for Ubisoft. What do you give the score? I gave it a 0 out of 10. Didn't watch. Go ahead, guys.
I gave it a 4 out of 10.
I'm gonna give it a 3.
I'm with Stinger. I give it a 4 out of 10. It says 0 out of 10. God
0 out of 10. It sucks.
4 out of 10. I thought the extraction game looked cool, and I guess revealing an Avatar game, I didn't expect that. So yeah,
I give it one score higher than Summer Games Fest. I give it a 7 out of 10 because some people probably actually got something out of it. People got something. Look, man, just because it wasn't for me doesn't mean that it didn't do its job for some people out there.
Forget them how they feel.
But look, even if you were going to say that, like this is what they showed. I gave it a 3 because they really supported Siege, which I think is a good game.
They supported Siege, yeah.
No one cares about Just Dance. Okay?
People do. Yes. I have people in my family that care about Just Dance. Maybe that's why.
You know what? Whatever.
They play that Thanksgiving.
Hold on, Slow-mo.
My
kid makes me go out and buy Just Dance every year. Every year.
And Avatar. What else did they show?
Oh my god!
Avatar's a new IP. You can't be mad with them showing off a brand new game.
So
Slow-mo.
we're gonna let Singer talk because he's been trying to talk. Go ahead, Singer.
They are big to slow-mo. there are very big streamers who all they do is dance on stream to Just Dance, and they do that every single day. They dance.
Bless them.
They take
Bless
requests from the chat and everything, and
themselves.
they are really good dancers.
they hate themselves.
I'm sure those women don't hate themselves when they're rolling in that money, big dog.
I know that's right.
All right,
she's just trying to get her way through college. Don't hate on her.
Exactly. Let's go ahead and get these scores. Leaky gives it a 2. Slycrow gives it a 6. Melodic gives it a C-.
There you go, some monotonous. That's what I'm talking about.
Can you pronounce people's names properly?
Monotonous.
No. Monotonous.
What I say? I said melodic.
Monotonous. You did not say melodic. You
Wait, hold
said
on.
monotonous.
I didn't even say the whole word.
You called him
Luca
monotonous.
jumped down my throat before I can even finish
Pause.
it.
Nautilus.
Hold on.
Oh shit.
Hold on.
Hey Luke, I just want to say thank you for
Go ahead and
inviting me.
get these scores. Leaky gives it a 2. Slycrow gives it a 6. Melodic gives it a C-.
There you go, some monotonous. That's what I'm talking about.
We didn't even get the word out, dude. All right, but yeah, let's hear. Brandon gives it a 0. Didn't watch. Wait, I've lost my place. My bad, guys. Let's see here. King Koopa gives it a 3. Spencer gives it a 1. Geekhead gives it a 1. Arcade gives it a 6.5. Skull Kid gives it a 7. King Koopa gives it definitely a 3-. Leaky's like 7. Jarrell gives it a negative 2.5. Space Host gives it a 1. Bunty gives it a 4. Eric gives it a rainbow 6 out of 10. That's cute. Phil gives it a 3 out of 10 for Mario Rabbids, and Avatar looked cool. Dana Gel says 2 out of 10. Butt nuggets. Okay. All right. DD Lee gives it a 4 out of 10. And Jeffrey says 0. All right, man. Let's John the Don says 3. Okay. Did anyone watch the Devolver Digital show? I watched.
I did.
It was on in the background, but I didn't really watch it.
I didn't watch it.
Yo, they always hit every single time. Those like narrative driven little skits they do, it's so good. It's hilarious. I laughed the entire time, and they actually show some pretty cool games too. So yeah, I thought it was all right.
Nice.
All right,
I know
cool.
they booths at like conventions are always great. If you ever visit their booths, it's awesome.
All right. Shout out to Godzilla saying Kojima out of 10. Yeah, I don't know. That could be good or bad. Okay, so was there anything else that came on today?
You talked about Gearbox, all right?
I didn't even know it was. I mean, I sort of knew, but I didn't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Gearbox they did an event too. It seemed I didn't watch the whole thing. I was busy, but it seemed like it was like 50% Randy Pitchford being Randy Pitchford, which is of course an L all by itself. They showed Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, but people were a bit disappointed they didn't show too much of it. But it's not coming out until like January, so they're probably going to show more of that soon. I'm interested in that game for certain. I didn't see anything else though, so that was really about it. And then I saw the Kevin Hart, interview part, which you know about, but other than that, I didn't see anything else.
All right. Shout out to Philly Eagle saying appreciate the laughs. Y'all never disappoint. Fist pump. Appreciate you, boo. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. It's great. We love having you guys in the chat. Y'all are absolutely hilarious. I love the jokes. I love the short jokes and the knee jokes and all that stuff. It's fun. Like it's fun that we all like get on each other paws, and it's a good time.
Oh man.
All right, cool. So let's see here. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, Battlefield 6 reveal. Go ahead, Nautical.
Damn, that sounded.
He's a Battlefield fan.
Look. So I talked about this. The only problem I had with the Battlefield reveal was the double timer. They got us watching one timer for an hour and got us watching another one for 15 minutes before they even showed us a trailer that a lot of people thought was going to be gameplay, but. Nevertheless, to say the gameplay, I mean the gameplay, they showed no gameplay. The trailer was fire. It did what it was supposed to do. It got people hyped. And if you were a Battlefield fan, that trailer pretty much did what it was supposed to do. Now, if you weren't, like I know some other people, it didn't excite you because you didn't get a chance to see any gameplay. So the fact that it's going to be shown tomorrow during Xbox's reveal, that's pretty much taking a guess at it because they really didn't say where on the 13th it will be shown, but that's where I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be actually really good. Now, when it comes to this whole multiplayer versus no single player, I don't have a problem with it because I play Battlefield for the single player. I mean, for the multiplayer exclusively for the most part. And I think they kind of put themselves in a pigeonhole by still pricing it at the $70 price tag. I think that's the only downside to that whole conversation. But I'm excited because I just wanted a modern style Battlefield game to finally come back. And it looks like they're leaning heavily into what they did with Battlefield 4. And I can see myself almost exclusively playing that game this holiday if other games continue to keep doing the things that they're doing.
COD.
This trailer, I don't know if you're with me, 40, but
go ahead.
This trailer, it gave me reminiscent of Battlefield 3. It gave me Battlefield 3 vibes, like really heavy vibes. And then I was watching it looked fantastic. It's what Battlefield should be. But one thing I noticed was the OG, the actual people who love Battlefield versus the people who don't, because you know the scene where he jumps out of the jet with the rocket launcher, blows up the jet, and then jumps back in.
That's dumb.
Yeah, and people are like, that makes no sense. You can't do that in game. And I'm like, oh, so you never saw the viral video back in Battlefield 3? What was it for?
That was 4. Battlefield 4.
Yeah, it was 4. When the guy jumped out of his plane, blew up the jet with the rocket launcher, and then landed back in. But I mean, as a Battlefield fan, this is exactly what I want. I don't care about no camping. Just give me a good, solid Battlefield multiplayer. None of this Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5, whatever. It's pure Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4 vibes, and I'm totally with it.
Yeah, and I will say this. I do feel for the people that want a Battlefield campaign because, like I said, the one misstep they did, I feel, was just the pricing of it. You know, it's not like, you know, we can easily say single player games can be a $70 purchase like Ratchet and Clank, and you can still say, oh, it's $70, it's worth it, you know, even though in some people's eyes it isn't. But multiplayer is a little different because you have games like Call of Duty, you have games like Apex Legends that in Fortnite that have free to play versions of it that's multiplayer only, and that's kind of what people are kind of contrasting it against. So I can understand how people do feel kind of burned by this, but overall, you know, it doesn't bother me because that's not why I play the game. It bothered me in Call of Duty because I play Call of Duty for the single player. Then I go and play the multiplayer after the fact. So it really just comes down to you as an individual. So I'm never going to tell anybody they're wrong in their opinion when it comes to like, oh, it should have single player. Then yeah, you're absolutely right. For you, it should. But for me, I could care less. And there's a lot of people that feel that way. And unfortunately, you got to vote with your wallet to make them change their mind on this, because that's what Call of Duty did. And they did. And I don't think, you know, EA has actually got any. They put more money into that multiplayer, and that's all I care about, honestly.
Your Forte, were the previous 42 Battlefields full price games for the generations they came out in?
Yes.
Okay. That's probably going to be their justification for doing that.
Yeah, well, because the only ones, that's the thing. There's only been 3 Battlefield games that haven't been haven't had single player, which is 1942, which is an Xbox Live arcade game. It was also on PC. Then there was the Battlefield 2142, which was PC only, and then this one, which is 2042. Mm-hmm. So they're leaning into that whole aspect of, but yeah, that's actually a good bring up though, Slomo, because the fact that even when you went from 360 to PS3 or PS4 and Xbox One, Battlefield 4 came out, I want to say a month or like 2 months earlier, and they still charged that same freaking price for the next version of the game. They didn't give it to you for cheaper on the other one. They charged you the same price by both platforms. And look, Sony does the same thing, and Xbox does the same thing when they bring full-price games over to PC. So I think it's not going to be any different. You know, they're gonna try to get their money where they can get it, especially if they put a lot of time and effort into that multiplayer. They don't feel like they skimped you on the experience, even though you feel like in quality you don't have as much as you had before.
All right, I do have to pose a question. Shout out to Arcade first with the super chat saying from Xcast, I hear we're going to have bots like in Titanfall.
Yes.
Thank you for that little insight. So a question was posed throughout the week. Why is it okay? Why are people okay with paying $60 for a 10-hour campaign, but don't want to pay like $60 or $70 for a multiplayer game? Like, why is the double standard there? Now, this isn't my opinion.
No, I
I'm
know what you
just
mean.
curious, you know.
I don't really know if it's a double standard though, because
It's not.
if you take someone like myself, I will play multiplayer every once in a while, but that represents probably about 1 to 2% of my gaming. So a game like Battlefield, like, it doesn't appeal to me because I don't play games solely for the multiplayer. If there's a multiplayer component, then, you know, I might jump into it if some friends are like, man, come on, you need to play with us. I'm single player campaign. So for me, that's where there's more value. So I don't know if it's a double standard so much as it's just taste.
So let me ask you this. Do you play Call of Duty?
Nope.
Why don't you? Okay, so why don't you buy it? Why don't you buy Call of Duty?
Well, that comes down to it's the question. The answer to that question is a little bit heavy. Like, I don't like war games.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, like I don't like war games, but I'm also a hypocrite because I'm okay with Ghost of Tsushima where I'm dismembering people. But it's
that was a war though.
Yeah, I know, but it's the difference is it's far enough removed. Okay, example. I couldn't get down with GTA San Andreas, but I could play GTA 5. And the reason is because, but here's why. San Andreas represented everything that I hated about growing up in LA. Whereas GTA
so what was
5
to you?
but here's the thing though. Here's the thing. GTA 5 was far enough removed. It had enough caricatures of
you talking about
everything.
The psychopath that was shooting people and the mafia guy yeah.
But it crossed enough into the ridiculous to where
you didn't think San Andreas was ridiculous though.
Well, I didn't get far enough into San Andreas because
you just seen the gang member say, "I ain't into this shit, man."
Dude, seriously,
this shit too close to home.
When he's on his bike and he almost and they roll up on him and try to do a drive-by, that was when it got shaky for me. But then when I had to go tag a building, I was like, "Fuck this game," because I remember I grew up in a upper middle class suburb of LA, and I remember when they came up and tried to tag a wall in our neighborhood. And the whole street was like, "Oh no, fuck that!" And
so
everybody
like,
cleaned it up.
Get these ninjas!
I was like, "This is some bullshit." I'm not trying to live real life.
Walking down the street to the tennis courts. He was about to hit the golf course, and he was like, "Let these roaches up in my neighborhood." Dirtying up my street.
I thought this was going to be on the other end, but you're like, no, I grew up in an upper middle class family and I saw the blacks over there. And I was like,
no, see,
this shit went completely left.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Man, all I'm saying is I grew up with a bunch of those dudes. And I'm trying to censor it down. There's a lot of them. There's a handful of them that aren't with us anymore. So
what do you mean, you people?
I have dark skinned friends. Okay.
Our country. Oh my God.
Enough. Okay.
So I'll give you.
You're lucky All Day isn't here. Okay. He'd be like, I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
But yeah, to bring my point back around as far as COD is concerned, like just the whole war.
Go ahead and let them know that you're black before I hear something about it.
Yes, I am black. My name is Spanish because my dad's best friend in the military, he was Black Cuban, so I was named after him. But yes, I am indeed black.
If there's any consolation prize, Ramon, you sound black. You sound black.
Yeah, you sound black. We ain't gonna take that. This shit no, crazy. But I think if I had to answer your question directly, I would say it's more DNA than anything. A lot of people don't realize that us growing up, there was no multiplayer like that when we were growing up playing the majority of these games. It was all single player. So
Couch
you
co-op.
kind of just got it built into your DNA that I'm willing to go out and spend $80 to $100 in some cases just to get an experience that might only last you 12 hours and then you're done with it. Or you also got to remember, people used to beat games multiple times back then, more than ever.
I still do that.
I still do that. Like,
it came dry.
Yeah, I used to I beat Final Fantasy VII when I first beat it for the first. I beat that like 9 times in the first probably 2 year and a half that I had it. And Mega Man, I can't even tell you how many times I beat games like Mega Man 1, Mega Man 2. I was running through those things in the afternoon after school.
There's no such thing as a one and done to me. I can't even relate to that.
Yeah, so that's what I think the difference is. People now kind of, use the whole like he just said, the whole one and done thing is a bad thing. Like, well, why would you want to spend $70 on a one and done? You don't have anything else to do with it. And then people try to contrast it with, well, multiplayer games have hundreds of thousands of hours that you could put into them. So it just really comes down to, there's more people that would buy a game
who
just
play
for experience.
through a game that's single player multiple times.
Yeah.
And they will get more, and even though they have seen all the story footnotes and they know when the plot twist is about to happen and whatever, they still enjoy that.
Yeah,
people continue to keep playing Dark Souls games over and over again. Why continue to keep playing Dragon Age and Mass Effect over again? It's not
diversity. Build diversity for Dark Souls. And to get the other endings for the Souls games, I beat Fire Emblem 3 Houses 4 times. The Witcher 3, I beat it 3 times, and I played it pretty much the same my second 2 playthroughs. And Mass Effect, I've beaten that Mass Effect 2, that is, in 3 multiple times. I have no idea how we got to this particular topic, but the whole one and done thing is like,
it was the $7.
It's a myth. It's like a myth. There's plenty of people who play single player games multiple times, because that's me.
Well, I was playing GTA San Andreas like a motherfucker. I played that thing like 4 or 5 times, bro. They called you Ramon Tenpenny in the chat, bro. I'm done, bro.
Oh my god,
I'm done.
Oh man!
All I got to say is my friends begged me for the longest time. Man, you got to play in San Andreas. You got to play San Andreas. They wasn't from LA. Not a single one of them. Now I'm sure a bunch of my friends did play it, but nah, man.
I guess it really depends, because
and that cop too, by like the cop Samuel Jackson. Like when I heard Samuel Jackson, I was like, oh man, cool, that's Samuel Jackson. And then when he started talking, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, man. Like, I've been chased. I've had guns pulled on me. I've had all that shit.
How would you want a game about gang? See, is it okay when it's like white Italian mafia people?
I couldn't really say, because I've never
you don't indulge in that kind of shit.
No, the closest was Goodfellas, and that was because I was younger and my brother put it on. But as an active choice, I haven't made an active choice to watch this.
Interesting. I've never heard anyone say something like that before. That's very interesting.
It is
very, very interesting. Like, I grew up in a middle class family, and I was like very far removed from that kind of lifestyle until high school. I've talked about this multiple times, but like I went to a school that had a bunch of gangs in it, and it was a very eye-opening experience, but I could still look at gang games or games with that kind of material, and it's very interesting.
I don't want to get into it on the show. I had all kind of things happen to me, but like for real, for some of the things happened to me, you would think I would never want to play a game like Call of Duty or anything like that. But to me, it's just a game, so I don't really trip on that.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. No, I get that.
Wait. Luca, a very powerful white woman. Okay, for anyone new, I am black. I am an African American woman.
She's a tall, blonde-haired white woman.
Wow.
Don't lie to you.
I hate y'all. I just want to let you know that there's hate in my heart for all of you. Okay, I hate you guys so much. But no, I get it, Ramon. It was just I just did not expect it. That's all. It was very jarring.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, understand. Phil Collins is like, I skip Mafia 3 because I deal with racist and Klansmen like the ones in the game in real life. Completely understandable. I'm trying to think. Let's see here. Is there any? I don't know. Like, I can't really think of any piece of media where I was like, this hits a bit too close to home, so I don't want to deal with it.
I mean, I think some things I'm just tired of seeing. Like, for instance, that show not us. What's it called?
Them.
Them.
The thing's them.
I watched like 2 episodes. It was like, you know what? I'm good. You know, the white folks just standing outside the black people house for no reason. It's like, why is this happening? Like,
Everborn said that is a really good show. Actually, it just has
it's shot really well. Like the cinematography is good.
He said it has some really hardcore material, so you have to be mindful of that.
Do you want to see like 14 older white women sitting outside of this black family's house just
not really
just fucking with them? Like, no, you don't want to see that shit. So I didn't want to see it, so I didn't finish watching.
No, I mean, I get that. Like, I completely understand that. If anything, I would say the closest of me being like, "Ooh, I can't do this," is like The Handmaid's Tale. Absolutely, like, because that show is set in like modern times. It's a little bit too freaky, if you know what I mean. I'm like, oh no, like, because it's like the chances of that happening are so slim in America. Chances of that happening in America are so slim, but it's still extremely scary to think about, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. DD Lee says, I haven't watched The Wire because I live here. Oh, okay.
Oh, you're a Baltimore guy.
Oh, he Baltimore. All right.
Got heroin all up and down your street, I see.
No wonder he said heroin out of 10.
Yeah, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. But Bray says that was too much black trauma. Yeah, I can get that as well. Like, I didn't want to watch Black Groundhog's Day from Netflix because I wasn't interested in seeing that. So I guess I can get it. Yeah, you know, Ramon, like I said, I just thought it was funny because I just didn't expect it.
No, most people don't.
Yeah, the only piece of media I didn't care for was Assassin's Creed 3 because I had to go kill a whole bunch of British people. I mean,
oh man. That was my favorite part.
No,
it was tough. I was killing my own people. I was like, yo, I can't be doing this.
Well, you know, that actually reminds me.
I beg your pardon. So you're okay with killing other ethnicities? I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Wow. Gonna kill up these Negroes and.
Oh my god! See, I knew this shit was gonna go left. It was only a matter of time.
That actually reminds me of I'm sorry.
Real quick, the worst part of it, I couldn't vibe with Assassin's Creed 3 because Connor was like so fucking self-righteous, but I was still like murdering people. So
yeah.
But go ahead, Ramon.
No, I was gonna say that actually Singer's comment reminds me of a conversation I had with a friend of mine. He's from Scotland, I think, and he was talking about how he loves San Andreas because to him it was like something completely almost alien. You know what I mean? Like he lives in Canada now, but he's from over there, and it's like, you know, it's completely like alien to him. Whereas I would play something like, you know, what Singer was saying, like, you know, playing Assassin's Creed 3, you know, and then Freedom Cry. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I had a ton of fun raiding those slave camps. But you know, a lot of times if there's a degree of separation like that, it's almost like fantasy. I think that's why, you know, like something like Ghost of Tsushima doesn't bother me, is because it's so far removed.
Right.
It's almost like fantasy because we don't have, you know, people going to battle in swords anymore. It's like,
so you don't like art imitating life if it intrinsically intertwines with the life you've lived?
Not necessarily. I don't really like to consume art that imitates the darkest aspects of life, which is why I don't play
that
COD.
shit, man. It's like you gotta let yourself go, Ramon. Let yourself go, man. Get in some gangster shit, man. Come on.
Oh man.
play something like the Wolfenstein games and just go.
Oh, those are great. Yeah.
Those are awesome.
There is nothing. Wait, hold on. There is nothing realistic about those fucking games. Okay.
No. But I mean, the whole, you know.
I don't think it's anything really, really, really realistic about San Andreas. I mean, and I didn't live in LA gang culture, but I'm from Philadelphia, and you know, we in this shit here. So it's like I've seen all kind of stuff, you know, in my lifetime. And
you probably saw more than I have. Yeah.
That game's wonderful to me. But I jumped out of a plane with a rocket pack on. Like, it's fucking bullshit, bro. Like, it's bullshit.
And you can murder anyone you want, and it's not really a problem, you know.
Not even that big of a deal, man.
All right. Okay, so let's move on from this. What's up, Erodimus saying I'm driving? Y'all are crazy. Yes. Clearly this has gone left. Okay, so Xboxes and Bethesda's E3s tomorrow. What are we thinking, boys?
Let's go, hype! Pump it up!
Oh shit!
Forget your expectations.
Fool got his pom-poms out. and
No,
doing
no, no.
splits
It's
right now.
I've decided it's like everyone's like temper this, keep it on the. I'm hyped for Xbox. I love Xbox, so I'm just gonna go in there and enjoy myself. And
Hey, Luke, what you say about the blowing and sucking?
Uh-huh.
Like that,
Sir, I do none of that. I've never used knee pads in my life.
Oh my god!
So you're saying you go down raw, big dog. Okay, hey, so can you turn your mic down a little? Just a little.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good, man. Just a little.
Is that better?
Yeah, you're good. Thank you.
Yeah, but overall, I would say the show is going to be good. It's not going to be mind-blowing. Don't go in there thinking it's going to be the second coming, but it's going to be a good show.
Okay.
That's my feeling.
What about Meta? Are you interested in watching this Xbox Bethesda show?
I mean, as exciting as you guys have made it sound, I'm on the edge of my fucking seat. Let me tell you that. I'll probably actually catch it though, because I'm home. I'm gonna be bored for a while, so I might check it out.
All right, bet. What about you, Sin?
I mean, I want it to be good. So me wanting to be good and it being good is two different things. So I do want it to be good. I want to watch a good show, and I want them to not get like roasted or meaned or gift afterwards and shit like that. So,
all right, Slow-mo.
I think it's going to be your typical Xbox show.
Wow.
I don't think it's going to be anything. I do think they'll probably have a couple of surprises, maybe a couple of games that we haven't heard, that haven't been leaked yet. You know, because there's been so many leaks in this past week or two that like people are talking about acquisitions, and I think some of that stuff is going to get some people's expectations out of whack, where they're going to be like, oh, I'm expecting like one or two acquisitions and a couple of surprise games. And it's going to be like maybe one surprise game, maybe one acquisition. And people going to be like, oh, man. You know, so it's like people do that to themselves all the time. But I think they're going to show Starfield. I have zero idea what that's going to look like. They're going to show Halo's multiplayer. And I think that the Halo fan base will love it. And they're going to be the only ones that's going to love it. Everyone else is going to be like, blah. and it's just, you know, just the typical things that we see, you know, happening with Xbox. I don't think it's going to change anything. I don't think it's going to be groundbreaking or anything like that. I think it's just going to be your typical Xbox show.
All right, cool. Ramon?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to show. I'm optimistic, because they're not hyping it up and they're not talking about mic drop moments, which means, you know, maybe they're just quietly confident. You know, there's a handful of games that I'm hoping to see, you know, obviously Starfield. I'm hoping to see some more of the Gunk, because I think that looks interesting. And, you know, some other games too. And I don't know, I feel hopeful. And I really hope they're able to kind of pull some surprises out like Slow-mo said. And I think it could be a good show.
All right, Nautical?
So I think I'm a little different, because when it comes to Xbox, I really haven't been really excited for anything that they release on the first party, pretty much the entire generation. Hence why I play Destiny most of it. But I'm more excited. Like I said, Battlefield, I think is going to be there. So I'm really excited for stuff like that. I'm more excited what third-party deals they're going to get inside of Game Pass, because let's be honest, a lot of these games aren't going to be ready, and a lot of these games they probably aren't going to show. So we're looking like 2022, 2023 until we start really seeing the breadth of all of these studios that are making games and stuff. So and even with me saying that, I took tomorrow off, because I always take, you know, Xbox day off, because I like sitting at home, sitting in parties, talking to people, you know, getting the read of the room or how other people feel about it. Because ultimately, you know, Xbox, they have a high hill to climb right now, and I don't expect them to climb it in this one show. But I already came to the realization that they already proved to me last year that they're in it for gaming when they spent the money that they spent over the last couple of years to get these studios. Now it just comes down to you, as a gamer yourself. If you already went into the Xbox ecosystem and bought the new systems and stuff, then you're already committing that you're going to be here for the long haul till these games start releasing. So me personally, I just want to see what they're going to do third party. And if they do show something at E3 that really blows me away on a first party front, then it'll be more icing on the cake. Because as of right now, Xbox has only been really a third party machine for me all for the last generation. So that's pretty much how I go into it, and that's pretty much why I'm never really disappointed, because they always kind of show up when it comes to that type of stuff. But Halo needs to be good. I will say that, because if you're going to release it this year and you're not showing the single player for some strange reason, that game needs to impress when it comes to the multiplayer.
They're not showing the single player?
No, they said it's a multiplayer focused. See, I said the same. Look, bro, I said the same thing.
I didn't say that, Forte. I know you're not a person, bro, so I don't want to doubt you,
bro. I am with you, bro. I said this on Brad. I was like, this is a freaking mistake. If you not show, how are you not going to show the one thing that people were pissed off about the most? How are you not going to show that?
Yeah, I've heard two different sides. I've heard two in the streets. I've heard two different sides of it. They'll show a little bit of the campaign, but they are going to deep dive in on the multiplayer. That's where the deep dive won't be in on the campaign.
We keep hearing that this is going to be multiplayer, and we had to even give them the olive branch of saying that, well, maybe they'll throw it in a sizzle reel and kind of show you like bits and pieces of the improvements that they made to the campaign, but they're not going to really give you they consider the 8-minute, like Slomo said this last week. He said the 8-minute demo we got last year was the deep dive. And they're not going to give you. They're not going to give you that again. They may give you some type of trailer that's like real fast, that goes over like 1 minute, and it shows you like some of the improvements that they made in it. But this show that they doing tomorrow is all about multiplayer, and I feel like that's a huge mistake. But guess what? That's what they do.
I'm just going to not believe you right now. I never do this.
Listen,
I'm going to not believe you today.
Okay, I'm with you. I hope. Listen, I'm with you. I don't want to believe it either.
I'm feeling it's not a mistake, because the multiplayer is what's going to carry Halo.
They
need to show
that's true.
Listen, bro.
But they can then, because they're supposed to be releasing a beta for the multiplayer. So what they could do after showing it to you is saying you can try out the Halo multiplayer beta on such and such.
But they never got roasted for. You know what, Luca? What do you think, Luca? We didn't hear. I want to hear what Luca.
Oh man, I tried to get out of it without.
I know you're trying to get it. That's
you gotta tell us, because
I'm not excited. I'm not excited. I'm just kind of like I'm like a straight line. I don't feel anything one way or another. Maybe I'll be excited like when it actually comes on, but I don't know. Like I said earlier in the show, E3's been disappointing for years now. So, I know that Xbox has a lot of studios now, and they're zooming. But like people, like a couple of insiders have been like, check your expectations, bitch.
I hate that.
And I'm just like,
listen, I've been having to tell them to stop doing that to people. I was like, dude, just because you are.
I mean, that's better than people getting their hopes up.
No, I tell them, in my opinion, dude, let these people listen. You should want to be excited. You should want to be excited, no matter what.
Forte. Look, if people out here talking about they about to announce they bought 5 studios.
No, we ain't talking about that. We not talking about that.
They didn't buy 5 studios.
No, we not talking about that.
But that's what people are saying when they say, "Look, check your expectations. Y'all tripping right now."
Why are we tripping? No, slow mo.
No. I'm talking about the people are running around like, oh, they acquired Rocksteady. It's like, bro,
that's okay.
But that's different. Yeah, those
I'm
are
just talking
different
about seeing the games from the studio.
Oh no. Your expectations should always be. Look, if I bought a product and I want to use this product, I want to play games on this product, and games that I can't play anywhere else. I want you to provide that. You should always
Yeah.
have that same expectation, regardless of whether it's E3, the VGAs, the XO20, whatever, whatever other events that pop up. That should be always be the expectation.
I just don't understand why that's like the case. I mean, I watched two oh god, I can't even remember what they're called. Those small mini Xbox indie shows.
Inside Xbox.
Yes.
Yeah,
Inside
I watched two Inside Xboxes and I was like, no, not for me. And I never watched another one because I knew better. You know, the same for any of these other shows. If I watch something and it's like, oh, this is actually real bad, I'm never gonna watch it again. It's
But the
like
thing is, I feel like
E3
Xbox.
from 2019 was really bad.
It was
It was,
bad.
it was really bad. And then like today was really bad.
Was
And
it
so
really-
was yesterday. It was really bad.
So
you know?
was yesterday.
So like
We
as
go
a-
to a good start.
I don't
Thursday.
wanna I don't want to be negative. I'm being negative.
Too
But
late.
I would okay. Please do not let my apathy affect your excitement. You know,
There
like
it is.
don't let my apathy affect your excitement. I'm just a dwarf.
Oh,
You know,
okay, good.
I'm a gremlin living her best life. You know,
I
you
thought,
should,
you, was going, I
if
thought you
you're-
was going somewhere else with this.
if you're excited, then I'm happy that you're excited. I'm never going to bash you for your excitement. I just personally don't feel anything because I have been crushed so many times, you know? So I'm just kind of like, whatever, we'll see.
You ain't by yourself on that.
I'm on the same page with you, Luke. It's just I want to be excited. Like it's something that I want that I haven't gotten in a long time, especially from Xbox. So it's like I haven't been excited. It's almost like you go into it and you're like, okay, they're going to have something, and then like Keanu Reeves or some shit comes out of there, and you're like, oh well, that's not what I was really looking. Then you see, you know, Gears 5 and a bunch of fucking wrestlers are playing underneath a stage, and you're like, that's not what I'm looking for. You know what I mean?
I do recall.
Hey, Forte, you said
Yeah.
about the whoever, I don't know if it was you.
Let me
whoever-
get the super chat real quick, Singer. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry I interrupted you, but I said Hades says I do not want Xbox E3 to just be about Halo. Show a trailer and then have a spotlight for it at a later time. Halo needs its own showcase. I can't say I disagree with that. All right, go ahead, Singer.
Whoever said about the insiders saying temporary expectations. See, they did say that, but this last week they changed their tune because a lot of prominent people have heard more things, and they're no longer temper your expectations. They're more, this is going to be a good show rather than, oh, it might not be that good. So something must have happened in this space that has changed up the whole feeling.
Well, see, that's the difference though. Like, because I've been telling people,
All right, real
like,
quick, I do want to say that I'm sorry to interrupt you, Nautical, but
no, go ahead, you're good.
if tomorrow happens and it's not a good show after you said this, Singer, I'm coming for your throat, big dog. Pause. All right, go ahead, Nautical.
No, that's why I kept saying what I was telling people. I was like, listen, you know,
Anybody
if you're not excited for what they're going to show, then okay, that's fine that you're not excited. But for me, it's not like you said. I agree with the whole inside Xbox thing. That was like after a while you saw a trend and you was like, yo, this is just bad, and I'm not watching it no more. But E3 is something different. Like E3 is supposed to be the time of year when you supposed to be excited because that's when they're supposed to ooh and wow you for the whole year or kind of set you up for like
When's
the
the last
entire
time y'all
generation.
enjoyed E3?
It does look.
No, it does matter. When's
No,
the
no,
last
no.
time you enjoyed E3?
No, but it doesn't
Give me a year.
It doesn't change the
Give
fact
me
that
a
I'm still-
year.
No, but
Give me a year.
I'm sorry.
2018.
2018. I was about to say 2018. I thought
2018. That's the last time I enjoyed E3. Slow-mo?
2018.
Meta? Do you watch E3?
Mm-mm.
I
Okay.
didn't watch the shit.
No.
Ramon?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say probably 2017, 2018.
Yeah. So I mean, like that doesn't for me. The last time I was like truly like blown away when I saw the E3 was that date, but it still didn't change. 2019, I still went in with the expectations to be blown away. 2020, even though it was the first digital only event, I went into that thinking like, okay, what are they going to do? And it was a disaster. But guess what? it still didn't change the fact that like, yo, this it's like you always expect something. Like even you tell yourself like you grow up, Christmas morning comes, it's a good chance that you ain't gonna get stuff like you usually get back in the day, but you still have that kind of excitement. Like, oh shoot, what did I get? What did I get? It's like you're a grown man now. You ain't gonna get what you got when you was a kid, but you still excited for that experience of saying, okay, what is it? What is it? What is it?
Oh, you know what? Speaking of being an adult, dude, so I walked in the house after getting my hair done, and my mom was here, and so's my sister. But my mom was like looking at me, and then she saw my backpack, and she's like, "It's so cute that you have a Batman backpack, and you're almost 30." And I'm just like, I was like, "Thanks, Mama. Thanks. I'm young at heart, young at soul, young in face." Okay.
I would like everyone to bear witness, though, before Luca comes at me with a butcher knives about tomorrow. I said late. I would. No, the wording was good. Everyone was my witness. I didn't say mind-blowing, excellent, great.
Oh, come on.
I said it was going to be a good show.
And I understand that, but I said if it's bad, I'll come at you. Not if
you just snap back up, singer. God damn.
No, but I want it on record because then, yeah.
So okay, what would it take for you as an Xbox fan to be happy with the show you saw? What would it take?
He's going to be happy regardless.
Actually, we'll be happy. It's a good showing for Age of Empires 4, and I need a release date because it still doesn't have a release date.
I don't think you're gonna get that, bro.
Age of Empires should be there because it's due to release this year, so I'm expecting it there.
It is.
Yeah. It's fall of this year. That's all it says. Fall 2021. So I'm expecting a release date.
I think. Go ahead.
Halo?
How long has hold on? How long is the studio that's making Age of Empires 4 even existed?
I don't know. Shannon Loftus is running it now, so
yeah.
I don't know anything.
They just announced it with Mirror's Edge. Is that their name, right?
No, World's Edge.
World's Edge. Okay, like they just announced that studio existed last year, right?
Yeah.
Last year.
So you're gonna get an Age of Empires 4 in less than 2 years?
Yeah, they've already revealed full gameplay and everything about the game. The game's done. Pretty much. They showed you the whole gameplay and everything.
Someone said the game will be out.
Oh no, but they need to release.
That's not true, Slomo. These developers release games even when they're not done.
Oh,
yeah. There you go.
But back to us.
Wait, Singer, put Slomo in his place for questioning you. The Age of Empires God. All right.
Well, no, I understand this. People don't like RTSs. It is what it is. It's classic.
I like RTSs. I just don't. But what about my statement said I didn't like RTSs?
Here we go.
Oh shit.
Singer, don't let him haze / bully you, okay?
Here we go.
I'm not going to, because you haven't said anything bad about Age of Empires.
Put him in his place.
Lucas, stop instigating.
Lord have mercy.
But also for the show,
treat him like he's one of those non-British characters you like to slaughter.
Exactly, right?
Wow.
Teach you to dump my damn tea into the ocean.
Okay.
Back on topic.
To make the show good, Halo needs to show up and look good. I need that multiplayer to hit. That's what I'm looking for. I need to see something from Starfield. The Age of Empires, as I said, I want that Forza Horizon 5 to, come out this year, hit good. Because it's going to be a good game regardless. And I wouldn't mind 1 or 2 surprises.
I'm sure the show will be fine. Shout out to JP Dunks saying World's Edge was just officially formed in 2019. It was still a team working on the game prior. Okay. Thank you very much for that information. All right. So
I just want to say real quick. Okay. Sin's question is a question that I asked on DPS last Thursday about like what did Xbox have to do? What did Microsoft have to do to provide on Sunday for it to be a good show to you? And I thought that's a pretty interesting question, because I feel like a lot of people everyone says that they want a good show, but their definition of what a good show is different. It varies. And for some people, it's like, hey, just give me one game that I gotta say, man, I can't wait to play that, and it's a good show. And the other people's expectations are so like high, or the
the people with
bar is so high that
the skewed expectations have those expectations for a reason. Like I've seen some ponies have these really. I don't want to say ridiculous, but like I want to say I'm going to say
ridiculous. It is.
Yeah, I'm going to say ridiculous because it's like y'all know what corporation we're talking about. And like you just have to be mindful of who you're working with. Ubisoft has had trash conferences for years now.
Right.
So it's like, did I expect anything from Ubisoft today? Absolutely fucking not. I certainly did not. I expected Devolver Digital to be goofy, which is exactly what they were. Right. I expect if EA ever comes back and does a show, they'll be talking about mobile games and they'll have their execs cucking on stage for their investors. Like you just come to expect these things. What I expect from tomorrow is the Game Pass indie showcase for it's gonna have like it's gonna have a sizzle reel. Wait, it's gonna have a sizzle reel of like a bunch of indie games where it's like who knows when those are actually coming out. And then they'll have like bigger games in between all that stuff, and then Phil Spencer will come out looking like a schneck. I think Pete Hines and Todd Howard will come through to talk. Aaron Greenberg might be there. Bootylicious might be there too. So, it really just I don't know. I
don't think that's enough though, Luca. At least not for me. For it to be a good show, that's not enough.
Well, I didn't say it was enough.
You definitely didn't say that. You didn't say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't say it's enough or not. I'm just saying what it's probably going to be. Like I just think
suck though.
Like I don't know. I mean, I just think you should be aware of what you're working with. That's all I'm saying.
But for a company that's acquired 20 some odd new studios or something, and I'm pretty sure even the studios they acquired were already working on shit when they acquired them.
Yeah,
I really believe that this conference has to be not the Game Pass conference, but the gameplay conference.
And to be fair, I think
you don't want to see.
Gameplay.
I think they're going to show gameplay of Halo, and I think that might be. There's a chance that might be the only gameplay we see.
Ew, no!
Oh man, if that's the case, I'm
just saying, like me personally, I'm just aware that Xbox has not released like a new IP in quite some time. Shout out to John Donuts with super chat saying if Sarah Bond, shout out to her, hosts the entire show, then flies out to the UK for R&R, I will say that meet my expectations.
I might be with it. I might have to say, you know what? It's okay.
I guess it really does depend, but we can move on from that because I would rather us just talk about the show when we talk about the show, Okay, let me go ahead and do these channel member questions. Please do not take an hour to answer these damn fucking questions, people, because that's what happened last time. So, let's go ahead and get it. And Yobi put his comments, but they fucking disappeared. So I don't know if he deleted them or I don't know what happened. But Yobi, these comments are not here. So I don't know where they are. So we're just going to go ahead and do everyone else then, I guess. So related to the topic, Meat Puppet says, will day 2 of E3 be trash or will it be good? I think anything can be better than what today was. Because today was real bad. And yesterday was real bad. And Thursday was real bad.
It will be better than today. It will be better than today. Yeah.
Even just if it's bad, the jokes will be better tomorrow.
Right.
So Sunday will be the best day of E3.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it probably will.
Because Square Enix is appearing, Xbox is appearing. You got, people don't care, but I personally want to see what's at the PC gaming show.
I'm kind of interested in that one too. Yeah. So yeah.
All right, cool.
Tomorrow will probably be the most interesting day. Yeah.
Okay, so Bunty wants to know, what does everyone think about the Xbox streaming stick? I don't know what that is.
It's a dongle that they're creating that can be connected into your smart TV.
Oh, that's cool. All right,
like a Fire Stick, basically.
Right? Yeah, basically like the Amazon Fire Stick.
That's pretty dope.
Then we kind of
you'll do cloud gaming through that.
Wasn't that like already like being talked about for a while?
Yeah, they've been talking about that for a while, but they just
That's a cool idea.
It's been something that has been kind of been talked about by people in the know who know people in Microsoft, but then they officially announced it on Thursday when they spoke with the press.
That's a dope idea.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. That's a really cool idea. I like that.
They're also talking about adding it as just an app, so you won't even need the dongle for, I guess, for some TVs. You won't even need the dongle.
Ass though, you better get that dongle.
Yeah, you probably should. Yeah.
And for all the drama queens out there saying, yes, Xbox is still going to be making consoles. It's an option.
yeah,
It's called options.
For sure.
Where's Luca? Oh, there she is.
Okay, hello?
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Did he stop talking or did everyone cut out?
No, you left.
You were gone.
left.
I left.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
Shadow
didn't even notice. So Microsoft is working with TV manufacturers to make an Xbox app available on devices soon. The software giant is planning to bring its Xbox Game Pass service to TVs through its xCloud streaming technology, opening up more ways to get access to Xbox games. This will be available as both an app on TVs and with Microsoft's own dedicated streaming stick.
Mm-hmm.
How's my audio, guys? Are we okay still?
You're okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I can see how, like, for like more
Wait,
advanced
how about now? How about now?
TVs,
It's better. It's even
Yeah.
better.
Okay, yeah, because I was actually connected. See, hold on. I can't trust y'all when it comes to fucking audio issues.
I'm like, here we go again. Good grief.
Because I was
Oh,
connected
shit.
to my Audio Technica AT2020 USB, which is across the fucking room,
But it didn't.
and then I
say-
had to, I had to reconnect to this mic. And
Look,
if you
why
you
got your
guys,
mic hooked up anyway. Why
I
do you
could
have your
hear
mic?
you. It like if I couldn't hear you, I would have told you I couldn't hear
I know
you.
that you don't care about your audio quality, slow mo.
Wow.
Okay, that's actually
Wow.
not true. He has the same
Yeah.
mic as me.
Exactly.
But yeah, but I would just like, I feel like I can't trust y'all when it comes to audio things. So, and I can't trust the chat. Chat's like, Luca, we just love hearing you, Queen. And I'm just like, can I get some real answers, please? Thank you, Bondi. Thank you. All right. Anyway, we can just move on. But you guys,
I
can
was
trust it when
like
it
in
comes
the
to
middle of a sentence. You
audio.
got me all. Now we're just gonna move on.
I was actually reading through this article.
You cut me off to talk
When did I
about
cut you
how
off?
you cut me off to talk about your mic and how you can't trust us.
Oh, well, I can't. So we're working with
You cutting me off.
well, you can I would love to hear your opinion after I'm done reading this, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay, we're working with global TV manufacturers to embed the Game Pass experience directly into internet-connected TVs. So all you'll need is to play is a controller, says Liz Hamren, head of gaming experiences and platforms at Microsoft. Microsoft isn't announcing exactly when this Xbox app will be available on TVs, nor which manufacturers will bundle it on their devices. Xbox chief Phil Spencer previously hinted at an Xbox app for TVs late last year, noting he expects to see that in the next 12 months. Okay, very cool. Very cool. So I'm so sorry I interrupted you, Slow-Mo, even though y'all lied about my audio. I would love to hear what you have to say.
Okay. What I was going to say was I think that they're doing a dongle and just an app because there are going to be some TVs that are not advanced enough, or for some people, just like their setups aren't going to be able to just do just an app. So let's say you got an older HD TV, and like maybe for the older ones, the dongle is available for those cases, and then they're working with TV manufacturers that, you know, for like basically TVs coming out this year, next year, going forward, all you're going to need is just the app. So it's just like kind of making sure that they can do both, that they can take care of all people who want to try this, even though since it's all through cloud gaming, the only people who can really, really do this are people who have great internet.
Right.
Yeah.
And then even then, like I tried the cloud gaming beta they got on PC. I got excellent internet. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Slow.
So
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, this shit sounds like Stadia to me.
yeah.
It'll probably be more successful since Xbox is established.
But
Except for the fact that you have to
people were
say
like,
dongle.
they said, man, dongle pause. People were like, fuck Stadia and fuck streaming video games, and now it's okay because it's Xbox.
No,
What?
the-
I don't
no,
think
no,
it's okay
case.
because it's an option though. With Stadia,
yeah,
it wasn't
it's an option. You could still have a console or a PC and play all the
You
games.
can say
fine.
fuck Stadia and still get you a console from somebody else.
No, Stadia is literally all. It's
No. Stadia, no.
and also Stadia doesn't have a portfolio of games like Xbox.
Yeah.
Wow.
But-
What?
And as much-
Okay.
You know what though? I'm gonna say this.
Xbox has more games than Stadia. Let's be honest, okay?
And I'm gonna say
the
this
xCloud
as well.
beta had more games than Stadia did at launch, and it was in beta.
And
You
Xbox
guys
actually
okay with streaming video games is what I'm saying.
Okay, my thing is, what did I say about Stadia? I am skeptical about any of these, like Amazon and Google coming through, cucking
because
about, trying to get into the gaming space. I'm skeptical of all of them.
Yeah,
If they're
this is
not
Me
the
Too
established
bullshit.
three, I don't want to fucking see it. You know, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to look at it. I'm sick. Okay, that was my stance.
Right.
Am I ever
It's-
gonna
it's
stream
a
games?
Gold rush.
Am
It's
I
a
ever
gold
gonna-
rush.
Am I ever going to stream games or use the stick? Probably not. Probably not. But
But
it's an option for people who are already in the Xbox ecosystem. You know, like I've heard people like shout out to Optimus Code. He said that he likes playing his games on PlayStation because he likes the trophy system. So that's why he sticks to the PlayStation ecosystem. You
when
know,
he does play them. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't.
that's why he sticks to the PlayStation ecosystem. He just beat Bioman.
Oh, that dude be platinum and all kind of.
Yeah,
games.
he got the platinum for certain games. I don't know what the games are, but you know. Anyway, so and then let's see what else. Oh yeah, and then like a lot of people. I mean, personally, I prefer trophies over the numbers. I'm not really good with numbers though. You know, math dyslexic. That's
You
me.
go over
but-
like the gamer scores and stuff like that.
yeah, I'm not all that interested in the gamer score. It's like whatever, but the trophies are pretty, you know. So I prefer trophies, but I'll still play on Xbox if like it's a multiplayer game where my friends are at. You know what I mean? So I just think that because Stadia was not an established brand, that's why people also gave it like a lot of heat. But like this is Xbox, you know.
Right.
And it's like it's just an option along with their myriad of other options that they have available.
I think
Also, Google lied about the features that they were going to
They
have.
lied like a
that
available.
they were supposed to launch with. But the other thing too is people can
Yeah.
sniff. People can sniff a gold rush cash grab a mile away, and that's why nobody was feeling Stadia and nobody's feeling Luna. Like as much, people can talk about Xbox. Xbox got no games, blah blah blah, and the Xbox One blunder. But they are making a concerted effort to turn it around, and they've always had, at the very least, multiplayer games. But with Stadia and Luna, it's just like, oh yeah, they're making all kind of money. We need to dip our fingers into that, and people can smell that a mile away. That's why I can't stand those two.
Yeah, like I mean, listen, all corporations are the devil, but like it's just different since Xbox is
It is
established.
different,
That's all.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only difference in my opinion, and
I-
it's an
I-
option. So
Yeah, I also see people in the chat talking about the data be eaten up, and that's a big fact. Like
Ooh,
the fidelity that these games play at will really crush especially if you have data caps. You're
And
gonna
for
be
like half
you're
an
gonna be
hour,
big hurt. But I think that's also why part of the reason why Microsoft acquired ZeniMax Media, because Bethesda has been developing Orion, which is basically middleware that can compress data. And still allow that data to be delivered in a high quality. So like I think they did a beta for Doom 2016,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like 4K 60 on mobile. So like, but that's like it's still in beta. It's not quite ready yet. But like that's part of the reason why they wanted them, because so they could definitely. Like the technology that ZeniMax Media had, in addition to studios that can make games for them, just made it like a more attractive option.
See, like it's not going to work out in the short term, like right now, but a good 10, 15 years down the line, the infrastructure will get to it will eventually get to a point where streaming would be a
I don't know,
completely
dude.
viable option.
there's
But
still so many portions of the country that don't have access to like basic internet, dude. I don't know.
And there's
Like,
too many countries
America,
that in general don't
America.
have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
you're
that
right.
is-
Other countries as well. You're right. So,
that is true. It's as I say, it's just an option, and Microsoft definitely has the infrastructure to manage something like a streaming device. So, because they have data centers all over the world, so they can handle something of this magnitude. Is but it's not. Don't expect it to, light the world on fire as soon as it comes out. It's not going to do that.
They're just laying the foundation right now.
Well,
Yeah, it's the
They're just
foundation.
laying-
Doesn't Verizon cuck you in different ways though?
Oh shit.
Yeah, but at least I can say that I don't have a data cap, and my internet's usually pretty good.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't
Yeah, in other ways, it's Verizon's awful.
Shout out to-
Some people was asking about who still has data caps. Not only does Comcast still do data caps, but in areas where they didn't have data caps, when they took away net neutrality, they started adding data caps in those areas. So
Shout out to the UK. We haven't had data caps and never will have data caps for the
That's awesome,
foreseeable
bro.
future.
Good for you.
But you got
Yeah.
all kind of other caps though, Singer.
No. What? No. I see what you did there. Nice, but no.
That's actually very clever. Good job. Shout out to
Oh,
shout
God.
out to Lino with super chat saying, "Not gonna hold y'all. That joint going to flop too."
I mean,
Did I
that's
say? Did I?
the dongle?
Not
Is that what
gonna
you're talking about?
not gonna hold y'all. Sincere, can you read this?
I know.
Oh shit! Don't tell me we went Key and Pill and shit.
No, I mean I just
I'm guessing he's saying that it's going to flop also, but nah,
not gonna hold y'all. That joint gonna flop too.
Yo,
Yeah?
I'm not gonna hold y'all, but that joint gonna flop too.
Yeah,
See, Ramon, see, look,
Yeah.
you getting there already.
Oh shit!
All right. Great. So we're just cool.
Is Lionel from DC? I kind of feel like he's from DC, man.
Shout out to
the way he
ask him
wrote
in the chat.
joint.
Ask him in the chatty chat. Why is everyone from the fucking DMV? Like everyone, Shout out to Johnny John, the John, saying there's a reason why Sony chose Azure to put There's a reason why Sony chose Azure to put their future cloud service on. I think the future on cloud gaming belongs to Xbox and PlayStation.
Okay.
All right, cool. I'm loving your insight, JP. Thank you so much for all that. Okay, so JP says you can see how successful Switch is. That's like I don't know. Nintendo is like an outlier, but xCloud just gives Microsoft billions of potential Game Pass customers that they wouldn't be able to get if they stuck to PC and console. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, look here, Jay saying I'm in the DMV as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hades like, what's wrong with the DMV? There's nothing. I'm just saying that there's a lot of y'all. Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks, Bunty. Okay. Sub Negro says, what is everybody's Mount Rushmore of video game consoles?
You said you want us to answer quickly.
Okay. We
Yeah,
have
this is
40
easy.
minutes. Let's go. And I still have like 4 other topics from
That should be easy, slow mo. You ain't got to drag that out. Come on.
Yeah, that's easy.
All right. As soon as someone says the Jaguar,
Ew.
somebody gonna be flipping.
No,
It's
nobody
gonna be an
better be
argument.
saying no damn Jaguar.
All right,
Okay,
I'll go
please
first.
start. Thank you, Singer.
I'll go first. So,
Mhm.
360, Sega Genesis, PS2, and I will throw the last one. I would throw the Game Boy on there, Game Boy Color.
Cute,
Okay.
cute. Ramon?
I'm gonna go with Sega Genesis, Sega Dreamcast. Wait. Yeah, Genesis, Dreamcast, PS2, PS3. Damn,
Okay,
I
so
need- I
all
need
of them,
more to
Jesus.
laugh.
Meta?
Yeah, pretty much.
What was the question again? I don't even remember the damn question.
What is everyone's Mount Rushmore of video game consoles?
Like the hardest ones that I've ever played.
Is that what that question means?
I guess like the one that was the most difficult for you to play. That I mean, that's what it
Well,
sounds like. Or
No,
like
the
Mount
best
Rushmore
console.
is like
The
the
best
or the
console.
best
Like,
the-
what are your
the best
top
console?
four? What are your top
Super
four
Nintendo.
consoles?
Super Nintendo.
That's it.
Next person.
Well, you want to know all 4? Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and ColecoVision.
Cute. All right.
ColecoVision.
Sin?
Wow.
Wow, deep. SNES, Dreamcast, PS2, and that last one's kind of up in the air. So I'm gonna say PS4.
Nautical?
That's a good question. NES, Super NES, Genesis, 360. Not Genesis, sorry. Sega Dreamcast.
All right.
That's what I meant for mine. I didn't mean Genesis. I meant Dreamcast.
Samo, did you
Yeah,
go?
both was capping, but it's all
I didn't go. I would say Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64,
Mm.
the 360, and PlayStation 1.
Cute. For me, it would be the SNES, PS2, PS3, and Xbox 360.
Okay.
All right. Cute. Bless you, Sincere, for calling Slow Ho out. All right.
Oh,
The Sly
shit.
Crow says, what's a movie you loved as a child, but now you think is cringeworthy? Queen of the Damned.
Yeah.
Queen of the Damned. That movie is trash, but the music is timeless. The music's timeless. What about y'all? I know
That's-
it's hard to think back to your childhoods, guys, but
Well, I know
like,
mine, man.
I don't even remember.
Everybody else was saying.
Masters of the Universe,
oh, really? You think
The
that's
one
Wow,
right?
the one with Dolph Lundgren.
you thought
Yeah,
that was good when you were younger?
Man, when I was a kid, I was like, man, that movie's so good. I remember when my parents, when my aunt and uncle and family would come over, and I'm sitting in the living room, and I'm like, let's put on Masters of the Universe, and my pops puts it on, and I'm trying to get everybody to watch, and the adults humoring me, they're having their own conversation. I'm like, why aren't you guys watching? This movie's it's great. And then I think it was maybe like 2 or 3 years later, I went back and looked at it. I'm like, oh my god.
But
How?
for me, it was Evil Dead.
Okay. What about you, Nautical?
Oh my god.
Wait, what? Evil Dead?
Yeah, like
like
like I thought it was amazing when I saw it, but then
Because it is.
but then when you look back at it, it is hilariously how they did all the effects and whatnot. It is just so cringy, but it's funny at the same time. It's called classic, but it's still cringy. My opinion.
Howard the Duck.
Mm.
I loved Howard the Duck when I was younger. I tried to watch it now. I'll be like, what the hell is this?
What about you, Sin?
Ghostbusters too. I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan, but that movie's some
That-
Yeah, that
movie
movie
was
sucked,
BS.
man.
Oh,
that movie's a little rough.
That movie was a big reach.
Yeah, that shit was
It
bullshit.
was a little rough. Yeah.
I think I was hyped because Bobby Brown was in it, and I was a young boy. And Bobby Brown was like a superhero to me, so I don't know. Man.
Okay. What about you, Meta?
Wanted to hear that Control song? I got you.
In fact,
Probably Doom.
Oh, okay. Did I get everyone?
You didn't get me.
Okay,
Nah,
Slama.
shit.
Young Guns.
that's my shit.
Oh my god.
Yo,
Oh, Young Guns.
Young Guns is so cringy though. Watch it now, son. I'm telling you.
With Emilio
the music-
Estevez, that's
the
just
mu-
shit.
Man, and Tiger Blood in that shit too. Come on,
All right. So reverse question that then. What's the most craziest movie you could still watch today?
Mm.
Spaceballs.
I haven't
Spaceballs
thought-
for me.
I can't really think of anything that I watched as a kid that was cringy that I still watch to this day.
See, I don't think this shit is cringy. It's good, but it's a wild ass movie. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Oh no.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Oh, hell yes.
Scary
Booty
movie.
Call.
Dude,
Yeah.
Booty Call had me in tears. Tears.
That movie's
Especially, man, that scene when
Thing with
Jamie
the,
Foxx
The plastic wrap? Or?
Yeah,
Well,
the
no.
plastic
Saran wrap.
wrap scene, man. Come on.
well, that, but when they were playing footsies under the table, and then Tommy Davidson found out that it was Jamie Foxx, and he said his feet were gorilla hands.
Yeah. And the names are so Buns and Listerine. Oh man, that's a great movie. Good question. Good reverse question, Nautica. What about the rest of
Ooh,
y'all?
that's a good one in the chat. Fear of
Fear
a
of
black
Black
hat.
Oh
is-
hell yeah! Oh,
What's
man.
up, sir?
Oh,
What's up,
man.
Lee?
Feel it.
Oh man, I still love
Yes.
that.
All right. Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
That's a bad.
Ooh,
Yes. Interesting.
The Dragon Ball movie.
What?
Never
think
even
that's
bothered
good?
to watch that.
No one
that-
thought that was good.
I didn't
No.
want to watch
Hell
it the
no.
first time.
I certainly didn't think it was good when I watched it. When I
No,
was
no,
younger.
no. I know it's complete trash. I just threw something out there and thought,
Okay.
oh,
Understandable, big dog. What else? Let me tell you, I can still watch Soul Plane. That's a great movie as well. I love that fucking movie. All right. What about
Next
you,
on the
Ramon?
plane.
Snakes on a Plane is a good one too. Oh, so Kiss Me. Yeah, there was music that people did for Snakes on the Plane. It was really good. Really good. Go ahead, Ramon.
I think I answered already.
For a movie that you loved as a kid that was cringy and you still love and still watch?
Oh, and I still watch. I have no idea. I can't even think of one.
All right.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Ugh, music.
That was my shit too.
That was my shit, bro. Little Shop of Horrors.
Music
Feed
always
me, Steve
frustrates
Moore.
me.
Feed me.
I just thought of a real.
Okay,
I just thought of a real one. Toys.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, yeah, Yobi, your questions are like not showing up for some reason, dude. This weird shit going on. All right, hold on, let me see. I don't know what's going on with your stuff, big dog. All right, I think this should be okay. Okay, John the Don says, wait, hold on. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second.
Good.
I'm good.
Give me 1 second to start the rest of my life, you know.
Yeah, I'm about to watch Booty Call
Okay.
when the show is over.
we should do a watch together, dude.
I watched Low Down Dirty. I watched Low Down Dirty Shame last night with my wife.
Oh,
All right.
man.
John the Don says, "Do you think Summer Game Fest will ever replace E3? In my opinion, Jeff does not know how to structure a show. Just crap announcement throughout until the end for one good showcase." Unfortunately, John the Don, no, it won't. It definitely won't. Summer Games Fest, that shit was trash. But you know what? E3 is trash in general. So, and then he also wants to know. I'm not even going to get the rest of y'all's answers because we know what's up. But he says, why do people complain about games they're not even remotely interested in? Like, I'm no From Software fan, but I'm not going to complain about the graphics of Elden Ring. I'll just let the fan base talk about it. Yeah, my thing, because people think that their opinion actually matters because their parents never told them that no one cares. I really think that's what that is. Like, not everyone is going to care about what you think, especially if you are like not even interested in the franchise, which is why I always just say, yeah, I'm not interested, or, oh, that game's not for me. And I just leave it at that, you know? And then when people are like, explain to me why you don't like something, I'm like, I don't have to explain anything to you. That was a complete sentence, bitch. All right. I just think that they're bitter bitches. They can't help themselves and they're negative Nancy's and they just want to offer their unsolicited fucking 2 cents, you know? Like, no one asked. But what do you guys think about that?
I think you said it all right there.
Yeah, you really did say it all.
Okay. Very dope. And you know, this community is just full of nut jobs who like to hyperfixate on stuff. Okay, Yobi, I found your comments. Okay, Yobi says, what is your ideal gaming setup that you're working towards? Meaning monitors, Funkos, collectibles, etc. I would like a dual monitor setup where the monitors are the same monitors, so they're like, you know, nice even, a nice clean desk. Okay. And I have my keyboards, you know, and my PCs, my consoles like at the bottom of the desk. That would be my ideal setup. Am I working towards it? No. But that would be my ideal setup. Go ahead.
My ideal setup will be I want to build a big, like a metal X with all the shelves on it, and then have the Xbox stationed in the center of the X, and then have the Switch on one side, a PlayStation on the other, and then some of the older Xboxes. And
dude, that sounds awesome.
It does. I've been thinking about it for a while. It's just this, and I can have like green LEDs on the X, and it look really cool.
Yeah, you definitely see Phil Spencer's going down.
Yo, sir.
You got a portrait. You got a portrait of him over there.
I got a shrine in the corner.
Yeah. Flowers and incense.
Guys, we have 30 minutes. Let's go.
But yeah, that's my thing. I'll use that as there we go.
All right, Sincere.
I think I need a downgrade. I got too much shit. I don't want to sound like, you know,
Is your name not the Gold Chain Gamer?
But now I need to be the silver. It's just I got too much stuff.
You're like, I need to be bronze, big
You need to
dog.
be. I
Be
need
the
to
gold plated gamer.
Need the
I need to
Zircon
yeah,
gamer.
I need to downgrade. I got too much stuff. Like it almost looks ridiculous. Like when my nephews come over, they were like, "Whoa, this is fucking amazing, man!" And I'm like, "Shit." You know,
too
if
much
the, kid,
shit.
if the kid is impressed, I'm like, "God, I gotta get rid of some of this shit." You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm already past that. So I don't want to get on all the details, all the bullshit I got, but it's bullshit.
All right. What about you, Nautical?
Well, I the one thing I am working towards is I have my Tom Brady fat head on the wall. So I'm looking. Yes, I have my Tom Brady hit. You know, shout out to the GOAT over there on the wall. Shout out to the GOAT over there on the wall. But
you put him on the screen.
yeah, I put it on the screen. I don't care. No, what I'm looking for, what I'm working towards is underneath the Patriot sign over there. I have the lac shells from IKEA already, and I want to get the entire pop lineup for all of the Patriot players that they have available for. So I want to have all Patriots right there on that wall next to Tom Brady, pretty much all the pops they have. So
That sounds so cool, dude.
I have about 15 of them now, but there's like another 20 something, 23 I'm missing, and at this point, it's like, how much am I willing to spend for each pop? Because most of them are discontinued, and I got to get them off eBay. But I will get it done.
All right, Slow-mo. I don't even know if I want to hear your answer, Slow-mo, but go ahead.
About my perfect setup?
Yeah, because you're always adding shit, man.
Yeah, so like my perfect setup would be 3 monitors, 3 4K 144 hertz monitors. I wish I had a desk that was long enough, to be able to fit all 3 of them on my current desk. I'll have to upgrade at some point. But also a dual PC setup, one for a streaming PC, the other one just like,
you don't need that no more.
Hey, whatever.
You're right. This is your setup. You're right.
Thank you. And then I want to have like a second desk for like all my consoles, and then like actually have like monitors for each individual one. That would be the perfect setup.
What you want, the Star Trek Enterprise on your desk? Is that what that is?
Yeah, but I mean, basically, I want screens on screens on screens. Okay,
I feel you, bro.
I want you to walk in my office and feel like 7 of you are looking back at you. You know, like that's what I want to see.
All right,
That's
very
what's
cool,
up, bro.
Slow-mo. Thank you, Ramon.
My ideal setup's almost done. Basically just the entertainment, I have a kind of a larger entertainment stand with so I have the 77-inch QLED 8K in the middle, and then I have the Series X on the left, PS5 on the right, and then I have the PS3, and then I have drawers where I keep the controllers, the controller chargers, the headsets, and all of that. So all you see is the TV, the center channel, and receiver when I get those, and the 2 consoles, and that's all you see.
That's dope.
That is dope. That's dope.
What about you, Meta?
Man, I ain't buying shit.
All right. Okay.
What about you, Luca?
Oh, I already went.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Definitely ain't buying no long desk. I might. Hey, I was thinking about for real though, buying some VR though. So I'm probably gonna get some of that.
Go ahead
shit.
and hit up all day for some deets about that, since he's got his VR. All right. So Yobi says, when not if, when you become wealthy, what would be your first purchase? Mine will be to pay off my mom's mortgage, which is super cute.
That's
My first purchase. What did I first purchase? Well. First of all, with my first purchase, I would put my money in savings, and then I would divide it between accounts, and I would probably put in some stocks.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what about the rest of y'all? If you were rich,
First thing I'm doing is paying off my house. That's the first thing I'll do, and then I'll pay off my mom's house, and then I probably would
with
go
that yard. With that basement?
Oh, shit.
What do you mean?
With that basement?
Why are you cracking on this basement though?
We'll talk after the show.
Okay.
That was a crack at your basement.
I don't think it's I don't think you
Well, lack
understand
thereof.
what was going on. We'll talk after the show. Anyway, I think I also kind of would go to like my friends and be like, just like privately, like, what do you need? You know, and I'll take care of it. Yeah, because all of them are in different like financial positions and states in their life. Like, you know,
So
let me
cute,
lighten
bro.
that load for you. You know.
I think my friend, his parents, well, his mom especially, basically, like, I would go over to his house and she would just feed me. Blessed be, you know. I'd probably help him out because he's in a different financial state than I am, you know. So I would help him and his family out, and of course, like my family, but my family's good, so I don't know.
For me, my first purchase would be make sure my mum's set. You know,
What up, Sakata? Yeah,
everything's paid off, everything's gravy cool, and then I'd probably invest the money and utilize it that way.
For me, after, you know, the typical payoff, you know, paying off mortgage and everything like that, go to my brother, my sister, and a cousin, square them away, and then after that, then, you know, I would secure acting classes for pretty much indefinitely, and yeah, invest some and then put some away.
Pursue that career.
Someone, did you see what Erodimus said?
Yeah,
Definitely,
that'll
bro.
make no sense. But okay. I just asked him a question. I was like,
Damn,
bruh, how?
damn.
Oh shit, that's so
Oh, man,
funny.
not like this.
All right, let's see here. Let me see. Okay, and then his next, hold on. His last topic was, what was your reaction to idiot Bill Maher saying
I ain't answering mine.
Oh, shit.
watching Twitch
You forgot about
streamers
me.
is a waste of time? Give me 1 second, Nautical.
No, you're fine.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. You good?
No,
Go ahead.
you're good. Go ahead.
Oh no, the only reason I was saying it because I actually put
Did
a
you
lot.
buy out GameStop? I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
I actually put a lot. So this is something I actually put a lot of thought in because you know we have these pipe dreams all the time.
Mhm.
So I was so first off, my mom is building a house in the Virgin Islands. So I would finish doing that for her. I would pay off my mortgage, pay off my brother's mortgage, put the majority of the rest of it away, and then I would go to all of my associates that I ever worked with at GameStop because they my family, and I would literally take care of them to the extent that I need to for each of them.
That's really cute.
That's and we talk about this at work. They all shock. I say, yo, if I come into
We'll
money,
see
I got
what
you
you're-
guys.
Wait, okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Now you seem like a genuine person when it comes to that stuff, but are your coworkers? Are you sure?
Ah.
If one of them got rich,
I don't. Well, see, that's the thing. I don't do it with. I never would do it with the expectation that would come back to me.
Yeah.
oh, that's
So
that's sweet. Yeah,
I just because trust me, there's people that work for me that I probably would never do that for. But there's a good selection of people that has been with me when I was at GameStop for the last 10 years that they family at a certain point. So
cute. Okay. First of all, who cares what Bill Maher has to say? Bill Maher,
word.
like
nobody cares.
like
He's
he's
lame.
whatever. You know, that's
Exactly.
that's my response to that. Who cares? Like it doesn't
I
matter.
didn't say mine either.
Dude.
No one asked me about being rich.
Me neither. But
Okay, Sincere, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I would.
Broken. I mean,
Mhm.
split in half.
First of all, Gold Chain Gamer, you just said you need to downgrade, so go ahead and give us your opinion on what you
I
would
mean,
do if you were
listen,
rich.
I listen. Some of y'all in here better than me because I'm not giving my family shit. They're doing okay. They're fine. They're
They're fun.
Damn.
cool.
damn, he said he ain't giving them shit.
you
Not
ain't gonna
even
get
a-
that whoop. You ain't gonna get
he
that
ain't
whoop.
even
You
giving them
get
a
that
consolation
At
prize.
least, at least not like okay, the first okay. Oh, you know what? Hey, Sincere, you're rich. What's the first thing you do? No, I'm not giving. No, I'm doing some shit for me. And I'm gonna buy a building. We're gonna build content and all that other good stuff. I'm gonna just buy an entire building, kit it out, the best shit, cameras, backdrops, and go to work.
You got some reds up in there. I got you.
Yes,
That
sir.
sounds fun.
You know it. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I
Well,
know
yeah.
what you mean.
And then here's my play. Everyone that's creating that I fuck with, let's go make some shit. You're invited.
Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds
that's
really
what's
nice. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I was just like, I would put in my savings. So,
Word.
let's see here.
Put that boy in stocks.
The
No, I ain't
whole,
buying
the
my
whole. Oh, go on.
Oh, I was gonna say all my shit would go in the crypto shit. So
What?
crypto
You
shit.
know, crypto could disappear tomorrow, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck all that shit, bro.
But
And
And
once
then the
that's
rest of
what
it will go into my. I'm developing the game right now, so
Oh, cool.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I'm with
Very,
that.
very cool. Okay.
since I don't game, you know what I'm saying, I figure I'd make one.
Word.
That's funny. All right, let's end this off with Paris's stupid tweet, and then let's get the fuck out of here. I really don't want this to take a long time because I want to leave. But Paris made this really dumb tweet. Now I usually ignore Paris because I normally, I don't really care about what he has to say in general when it comes to gaming. I have no feelings about it. But he made this really stupid tweet about. Well, now this is just in my opinion, I think it's stupid. Okay, but he said.
Stupid, Lucas. Stupid.
He said, when mutants are introduced into the MCU, I want Magneto to be an African American, and his motivation all stems from everything we've all had to endure, being black in America. Tell that story, Marvel. First of all, Paris is clearly not a fucking comic fan because Killmonger exists. I mean, you don't even have to be a comic fan. Like,
It's a movie fan.
the movie,
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
someone responded saying, as a Jewish person that only has one major representation in Marvel of the Holocaust and its toll on humanity, I humbly disagree. And then Paris says, that's fine, but as a black man who's had nothing but harassment, racism, enslavement, and outright murder in this country, I'd like to see a villain who represents all my frustrations too. Just my 2 cents.
What? I can't say that.
First, like I said, I personally think this response is stupid. I think this opinion is stupid. And I'm actually kind of getting to the point where I'm getting real sick and tired of people just accepting anything. I got into not like an argument, but we had a nice discussion on Twitter with a couple of people, one of them being Kenji, where he expressed and one of them being Failed Pyromancer's like, I don't care as long as the actor's good. And I was like, what about Tilda Sweeney or Swinton or whatever the fuck her name is, who played the ancient one in the films? And the reason they cast a white actress because they were just like, you know what, we got to sell these films overseas, big dog, so we can't have certain representation for certain countries, And he was like, I don't care. And I was like, okay, cool.
Must be
cool.
nice to be from that position.
Yeah, I was just like, cool, we'll just continue moving on. And so then Kenji said, me and Kenji went back and forth. And I, like I said, it was definitely agree to disagree. Here you go. Here is the responses. Yeah, I was like, I prefer adaptations that actually cast actors who look like the characters. Wild how this is a controversial stance in 2021. Now, Kenji's like, unless their race played a role with the character, I could not care less. 99% of the media that, oh, Jesus Christ. 99% of media that leads where 99% of media, listen, this isn't me, this is how it's written. 99% of media, the leads were white, but them being white played no role to the plot. So for me, hire the best actor no matter the race, okay? And then he said, unfortunately, every black character that's cast, the focus is on them being black, right? And I was just like, this idea that the most defining characteristic of a black character is the fact that they're black is a cause for concern. I simply want original black characters instead of pandering from corporations only interested in my money. And he's like, so your theory is it's pandering and not plenty of actors auditioning for a role, then the best actor getting the role. And I was like, I am pretty sure they put out what they're looking for when they're casting for roles. And then I was like, Ramon, thank you. And then Ramon came through and he's like, yes, bitch. This a breakdown is sent out to for what they look like for the character.
Yes, that's what I said.
Personality traits, occupation. They'll specify if it's an ethnicity or gender specific or open to all. And he offered some other really nice things. He talked about Finn being a pandering piece of garbage from Star Wars, which is what it was, but that trilogy is a mess in general. The problem, and he also said the problem is that we need diverse ethnicities behind the camera and writing the stories, which is true. And then Kenji's like, I just feel when Black people get roles and people instantly claim pandering, it's dangerous. It's part of the narrative that Black have always had to deal with. The narrative we can't possibly be hardworking or talented, and something has to be given to us and not earned. And I was like, well, I only claim pandering when it's situations like this. I'm just skeptical when it's like any sort of swap, gender, race, sexuality, with established characters, because there's usually a reason for it. And then Ramon's like, no, bitch, you're actually both wrong. It's a layered issue, but a large bit of it boils down to content creation.
No, you're both right. I said you're both not wrong. You're both not
Oh,
wrong.
you're actually both not wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
You said you're actually both not wrong. Can I read? It's a layered issue, but a large bit of it boils down to content creation coming from us from the start, which is true. Lots of the content we've consumed all our lives comes from our own influences and stories, and we don't even know it half the time, which is very, very true. And then I followed up with Kenji talking about, because he did 2 replies. He's like, personally, I'm happy Black people at least get the opportunity to sit at the table. If their hard work and talent leads them to roles as white characters, I'm fine with that. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm happy for the actors, but I'm sad that sloppy seconds are what we continue to receive instead of thoughtful adaptations of the countless work featuring people of color from books and comics. They only find validity in established white characters and ignore the stories written by people of color for people of color, which is a fact.
Yeah.
Real shit there.
So
The thing-
so like for me personally, my issue, and I just like, I hate when I come through and I'm like, I'm not interested in seeing any sort of swap for any of these characters, because I wonder what the reason is for it, especially if they are deliberately casting these characters based off certain points like ethnicity, gender, sexuality, or any of that stuff, right? Like they deliberately put out that they wanted a lesbian to play Kate Kane in the CW show Batwoman. Like they deliberately put that out. So it's just like, they're not just like, oh, whoever comes through the door. No, like they're looking for specific people, most of the time. So it's just like, okay. And then whenever I come through and I'm like I'm not interested in this, some fucking stupid fucking cuck always, and this is not directed at Kenji, but I'm just talking about a different post I made the other day where some guy was like, you have a whitewash mentality. Just because I would prefer to read stories from other people of color about people of color characters that they create, and not just some carbon copy, let me just go ahead and slap a blonde wig on Lance Reddick, who's going to play Wesker in Resident Evil.
That's some weird shit.
Doesn't mean I have a whitewash mentality. It means that I have a brain and I'm willing to think about these roles, and the fact that it's June. Here's an example. It's June. All the corporations, except for all the corporations have like, we're going to go ahead and put our little rainbow flags up. Okay. Because we support the LGBT plus community. But then all the other, like the other 11 months of the year, you hear not a thing, not a zip shit. They're silent. They have nothing to say about it because they don't fucking care. Just like Black History Month, Blacks and Xbox. Let's put the fist up, guys, during the month of February. And as soon as it hits March 1st, it's gone. Like it's pandering from corporations. And it's like, open your eyes.
Yeah.
They are doing this, and this is what they're doing.
They have multi-million-dollar PR teams.
My thing. Oh, go on.
No,
I was just saying, my thing is, if you're gonna say it's a faithful adaptation of the original source material,
right,
then keep it that way. Don't change it. If you're gonna change it, don't call it a adaptation. Call it like a different take or a alternate, because the original, like, imagine if they changed Lord of the Rings from what he originally wrote in his books. Like,
it's just like, for me, as I'm an anime fan, if they have an anime adaptation of a manga and it does not follow the manga perfectly, or there's a large deviation from it, the anime gets panned. It's done. It's dead. Tokyo Ghoul. Dead. Fucking dead. So
nothing
it's just like
color or anything, just it was bad.
It's bad,
Right.
And then I want my adaptations to actually follow the source material. And then let's give another example. The Netflix Death Note movie. Light Turner? They had Japanese characters, and they just let's go ahead and throw the whites over here to fill the roles. They took Light Yagami, changed his name to Light Turner, changed the entire like plot of Death Note. That movie was real bad. Then they had L be played by some black guy, great actor though, but just some black guy. L's not black. And then, like I said, with the Ancient One, they took Tibetan character, and who should have been played by a Tibetan actor, and they're like, here's this white woman to fill this role
that didn't do anything special. Nothing.
Exactly. So it's just like, I don't like I want the characters to look like I want the actors to look like the characters regardless. I'm not just talking about black actors filling these roles. I'm talking about these characters, just like Light Turner should have been fucking Japanese.
Right.
Simple as that.
See, the problem is when it's been so out of balance on one side for so long, and if you look, just humans don't know how to go from extreme imbalance to balance. The pendulum always swings to the extreme on the other end, then it swings back again, and then we hit balance, and then something happens, and then we fuck it all up, and then we're out of balance again. So right now, the pendulum is swinging back the other way, and hopefully, if we get more people behind the stories and the cameras, then we can like capture it before it goes to extremes. But it's never going to go super in another extreme because not enough ethnic people run things anyway.
I truly believe that's true also, Ramon. But you do have black directors and black writers that write and direct black stories. Now they might not be in the science fiction realm or the comic book realm or anything like that, but they're black stories, and they make it to film and they make it to TV.
The problem though is we don't get the same treatment. If you ever want to know what it's like, look up on YouTube TC Carson's interview and look up TC Carson on Friends, the show Friends, and you'll get a very good snapshot on how you have two shows that are, first of all, they cloned Living Single. Living Single was cloned into Friends.
I watched it.
Okay, so you already know.
Yeah.
So and he's talking about how Friends
like
showed up.
Hypers and some other things. Yeah, I seen
exactly.
That.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, like Friends showed up later, and they're both in Friends. The actors from Friends get all of the bells and whistles and the luxurious, part of the studio, and they had like the crumb side. Right?
Ramon, I wasn't going there, right? Because one. Right, and I
was a better show than Friends, but go off.
By far.
I don't want to draw
far, but
I don't want to draw this out. But one, we got to look at the person that made the statement, and like I don't know why he woke up that morning and thought that. I have my
he just chose violence, I guess. I don't know.
No. I truly believe that you have some people out here, especially when a black person does it, that they're compensating for something. And I don't want to listen. This is something I would say to this man's face, so I don't want to say it on his podcast. And he's not here to defend himself, but there was some overcompensation happening there where he felt the need to say that to, I guess, prove that, he cared about the black dilemma and he wanted to see it be rectified. But in reality, if you knew about the black dilemma, especially in content creation and film, movies, gaming, and all those things, you would know that the dilemma isn't to change a character that's historically white or Jewish into a black
surface
character.
level. Exactly. That's surface level.
If you really want the dilemma he spoke of, which to be honest with you, this is something you would have to literally ask him, like what happened to you to make you feel that way? Because a lot of shit happened to me, and I never once said, damn, I want Magneto to.
Facts.
It's just
like I said, it
makes me feel
very, very deliberate.
I really don't want to get into this person's life, but I've observed this person. Even I didn't want to, but I've observed this person, and it's like, well, what about the black culture do you purvey? Like, what do you present as far as the black culture? Me, I can't avoid being black at all. Like from the name, the title, what I say, how I talk, I just can't avoid it. I feel like he can dance around it a little bit, and that's a dark motherfucker right there, but he still can bounce around because of how he carries himself. So what dilemma are you speaking of? Where does this dilemma come from? And why did you wake up one morning and say that you want a character to have all of the angst that you have as a black man? What is the angst
Yeah.
that you have? Because from what I
Yeah.
see from the distance that I'm sitting, you look kind of happy sitting next to those white people. And that's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
You know,
What about you, Slomo?
I every time this topic comes up, I always go back to try to explain to people that the part of the reason why you don't want this kind of quote unquote pandering, and it is pandering, but the reason why you don't want it is because it's all temporary. Like every time they do a thing in comics, and Meta knows what I'm talking about, where they try to like liven up a particular brand character. Oh, let's kill off Superman and make like 5 different kind of Supermen to put in his place. But you always knew Clark Kent's coming back, Kal-El's coming back. Like this is temporary, and what happens once he comes back? The person that you put in this place is a memory, is an afterthought. Whenever they do crossovers, he's the dude in the back of the room that don't even get a line. This happens all the time, whether it's DC, whether it's Marvel, whatever. Let them kill off a character, quote unquote, kill off a character, or have a character replaced by a black person or a person of color. And then what happens? They once the bump in sales is gone, they just bring the established character back. Why would you want that? It's temporary. If you want real characters that actually will provide what you think is missing from this kind of media or whatever kind of media about the black struggle, then what you want is original characters that do that. And then in the case of this person who said that about Magneto, everyone was telling him, you're describing Killmonger.
Exactly.
You're describing, and what did he keep doing? Ignoring the fact that people were telling him that, which kind of told me he had an agenda with this from the very start. So if they want to actually give us characters where little black kids can say, I want to grow up and be like this person, the way little white kids want to dress up like Captain America and Iron Man on Halloween, they got a whole host of characters on all of the different comic brands that they could do that with. I would love for them to come out with a Blue Marvel TV show or introduce Blue Marvel into the MCU.
Facts.
I mean, he's like not only he's the most powerful one of the most powerful characters in Marvel, he's an actually cool character with a great lore and backstory. But no, he doesn't get anything. You know, it's
not yet.
Yeah,
not
and
yet.
Another issue that I have is my biggest fear is that they're gonna keep doing this. They're gonna keep gender swapping, race swapping, sexuality swapping these characters in these forms of media. These forms of media, they're gonna flop, they're gonna fail, and then they're gonna be like, oh, I guess they don't want people of color, and I guess they don't want gay characters, or they don't want women in these roles. Okay, we'll go back to the established, like we'll go back to the status quo then. Like that's the message
that's what I was saying. They're always going to go back to the status quo anyway. I mean, they're always going to go do that regardless. Even though we got a black Captain America right now, like that's
temporary, brother.
It's all temporary, man. Look. Some people was like, man, how come he didn't pass it down to Winter Soldier? Look in the comics, he gave it to Winter Soldier at 1.2. Winter Soldier gave it up. Winter Soldier actually got killed, quote unquote killed, and then Cap came back. They always come back. They always come back. So
unless the character is based in blackness, like the Black Panther, and we can't be casting as anyone else because he's from Africa.
Exactly.
That's the solution.
Now, I'm not listen, I'm not like into Marvel comics or anything like that, and I'm not 100% about this, but people keep talking about weren't these characters Magneto and Professor X based off Malcolm X?
Oh my God!
And Martin Luther King Jr. Wait, but like,
were they really?
No. Okay, so apparently Stan Lee didn't intend for them to be based off them. He just noticed some similarities later on. But when they came through, they were like the X-Men weren't even doing well when that comic first came out, right, Slow-Mo?
Yes, yeah, it was. Yeah, the X-Men wasn't like a great selling comic for a long time. They didn't really blow up until like the 80s. That's when
Also,
the
and then
X-Men was, like,
I want to share
awesome.
this quote. Someone sent me an article like, well, actually, this week. I'm like, well, you mean this? You mean this, big dog? Okay. So, hold on. Let me make sure. Okay. Saying it needs to be understood that the comparison is harmful. In addition to demonizing Malcolm X and de-radicalizing MLK Jr., the binary maintains racist thinkings that attempt to divide African Americans into two simplistic categories. It distorts history and insults the legacy of both Malcolm X and MLK Jr., claiming that two superpowered white male mutants are stand-ins for two black civil rights leaders fighting for the liberation of black people, and then appropriating their struggle does the opposite of challenging oppression.
I love it.
So I really think that y'all should think about these things before trying to draw comparisons there.
Yeah, because people want things so bad that they just start manufacturing the truth in their mind, and that's not realistic. And if you ever read about Malcolm X and then read an X-Men comic book, him and Magneto were not the same people.
No.
They weren't the same people. Like, where the fuck did y'all get this shit from? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. People just really generalize stuff and the to fit whatever narrative they want. So
where is Static X?
Yeah, where, right.
Yeah,
look, in the very first issue of X-Men, and which is also the first issue that Magneto was introduced, he's invading a U.S. military base to steal weapons with the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. This is their name.
The Brotherhood
of Evil Mutants. Okay, so how was this Malcolm X?
That's like Malcolm X, but the evil mutants, Muslims, the Nation of Islam. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
and then also, like, listen, the idea of taking a Holocaust survivor and then just plopping a black man up in that role, it's a little spooky, in my opinion.
This man never read comics, watched any of the movies, nothing.
Of course he didn't. Of course.
All he do is tighten his Phil Spencer boxers. That's
Please
all.
stop.
I don't give a fuck. I would say this to him. Like, what are you thinking people scared of? Nobody's scared of you, bro.
All right, but yeah, so pretty much me personally, I would just prefer to see. I know for a fact that there are like countless novels written by black people featuring black characters that no one's ever gonna fucking touch.
Dude,
and
don't
make
even get me started on that.
You know,
shit.
Ramon's like me, bitch.
Well, I mean, not even me, because don't nobody know who I am. But there's so many other like not necessarily in the fantasy realm, but in Afrofuturism and African futurism, they're two different things. I mean, Nnedi Okorafor, for one, is African futurism, sci-fi. Like, well, they're actually working on a production on her series. But yeah, there's a wealth of, at least in the sci-fi realm, but they keep recycling these things and doing remakes of old stuff, and there's so much material out there. It's lazy, and it's also risk averse and lack of imagination.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
How was
what
that air, guys? Like, I had to mute myself so y'all couldn't hear you guys hear this? My little.
Yeah.
With my mic.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris Jones, super chat, saying some of my favorite people from around the gaming community. Salute to you all and much respect. Much respect to you, brother. Thank you very much.
Respect to you too, bro.
But yeah,
I was just about to say something about Saber Zero's comment in the chat. I don't know where he was kind of quite going with this in regards to him saying that's not fair. Magneto and Professor are complex, multi-layered characters. I agree that they are complex, multi-layered characters, which is why you shouldn't just be generalizing those characters to just saying, oh, well, they're just stand-ins for Malcolm X and MLK. One, that's also kind of, as the quote that was read, is kind of disrespectful to actual real life people who did some real life, amazing and historical shit. But like they like Malcolm X and no, sorry, Magneto and Professor X are not.
You're getting mixed up.
Yeah, no, too many damn names. They aren't just strictly their relationship with one another. You know, like that's not all they were about. Like there was more going on with both characters, and just to be like, oh, well, you know, clearly this is just, you know, just based off of their interactions with one another, which like did not take up everything that happened with the X-Men. I tell you, like you could really tell who read X-Men and who didn't, and who just watched like the cartoons and the movies.
Tell who really knew about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. A lot of these they don't know shit. I'm
don't know anything.
See, that's in your.
It's some quotes. It's some quotes for MLK that make them go, "Excuse what?" He said. He ain't say that.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
He did.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like I actually thought that the two characters were based on those two simply because I don't read the comics. I'm only familiar with the movies, and I had someone who is like really heavy into the comics who had told me. And so that was why I was under the impression that was the case, because I've never read the comics. So you guys just told me something new.
I mean, I keep it a buck. I knew more about Malcolm X. Well, more about Malcolm X than fucking X-Men. So when I finally got a chance to really dive into X-Men, I was already pretty much familiar with Malcolm X. So it's like, no, that's you comparing the Nation Islam to the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Word.
That was what they were called,
y'all.
Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Salute to
Yes,
y'all.
their name. Yeah, that's what they called
Holy
themselves.
shit!
My biggest fear about the way it's going right now, the way the industry is moving in terms of movies and whatnot, is the original. Some of my favorite books that I've read, written by super talented authors who put this, you know, they put their soul into the story, and it's a fantastic story, and they're gonna take it and they're gonna change it to the point where it's actually disrespecting what the original vision for the works was. And I don't want to see that happen to some of my favorite books. Like, just make it what the book is supposed to be. Tell that story on the screen.
Also, why does he want the character to be a villain? Can't he just have like a hero?
No, because
come
that
through
motherfucker's
expressing
the
their
villain.
pain?
He's the villain. The real villain is him. He's the villain.
He's the villain of the gaming industry.
Yeah, he disguised himself as some like I'm doing, you know, heroic work. No, you are the villain. He is a habitual ladder kicker. Yes, I don't care.
I like to call him a ladder shaker.
Ladder shaker. Okay, maybe a kicker with two,
yeah, you trying to get up the ladder, you start shaking.
He's going to shake the ladder, like he's a ladder shaker, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, for him saying that just kind of let me know everything I need to know about dude. Like, you woke up one morning randomly and thought this. Okay, all right. Tweeted this shit before breakfast, man. Salute to him.
Salute. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. It's been 3 hours. Shout out to y'all. What up, Shaddai? Okay, what up, MKai? Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Okay, the episode kind of went left. I don't know. It starts hitting that PM, that late night PM, and y'all start wilding. Y'all, Luca, weren't you saying? Okay, anyway.
Demon time. We wilding together. You ain't getting out of this one. You ain't getting out of this one.
Nautical. Outro.
Oh, I thought you just cooked.
Yeah.
I'm not used to being first. Yo, great show. It's always good to be here with you guys, and really appreciate the invite as always. It's Gaming Forte everywhere: YouTube, Twitter, Xbox Live, PlayStation. DPS podcast every Thursday night, 9 p.m. with the homeboy Slow-Mo Backslap will be on my channel this week. Gonna have some fire guests for you guys, so you definitely want to make sure you're following that DPS Twitter account so you can know exactly who it's going to be. We're going to confirm that guest list on Tuesday, so you'll know exactly what's going on. And yeah, thanks, Luca, again for the invite, and shout out to the panel. Great conversations. Enjoy E3 too. Don't let nobody take your shine away.
Sincere.
Word. Salute, man. I appreciate the invite. I know I got spicy. It was a spicy topic.
We
So
we appreciate the spice.
I can't not use.
You know, I don't like my food plain, big dog.
Words bond. So I'm glad to be back. A lot of stuff happening between there, but that's neither here nor there. Great show. Good talking to you, Ramon. Never talked to you. Intelligent cat. So I'm gonna be checking for
Appreciate
you.
that, bro. Right back at
And the
you.
panel, you already know what time it is. Family here, man. Forte, slow mo, good work, DPS. Deaf singer, man. Plenty hats you wear. Meta, it's all good. And Luca, you know what time it is. Scum Queen. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night.
Singer.
Shout out to the panel in the chat. It's always a pleasure. Nice to hang out with Sincere and Ramon again. Always great. And you can find me everywhere at Death Singer. And you can also find me tomorrow with the Iron Lords doing a reaction to the Xbox E3 showcase. So check it out.
Slow-mo.
Yo, great show as usual. Forte said a lot of what I was going to say anyway, so definitely follow his words there about checking out DPS on his channel next Thursday. Also, check out Brat next Wednesday as well. Also, and check out my channel, Slow Mo Backslap. And great show, and you guys have a great night.
Meta.
Yo, it's your metaphorical low life. Hey, I got another exclusive. It's dropping I think this week.
Go ahead
For-
and link your channel. Meta. Well, actually, all of you can link your channels. All of you can link your channels. It's fine.
So it's coming out for Electric Black. That's coming out by the people who produced Rick and Morty and shit. So also I just launched a coin so that we use for currency at my auction. So I got my own crypto for the auction now. We pay like weekly rewards on that. So if you guys are interested, I'm also airdropping it as well. So I'll drop the link in there if you guys want to. I'll give it away for free right now. So I'm giving away like I think around $5 or $10 right now. So
all right, dope. Ramon.
Hey everybody, Ramon Terrell. You can find me on Twitter, Ramon_Terrell. You can also find me on Amazon if you're looking for epic fantasy books. And if you're watching Mighty Ducks, I'm in season 9. I have a couple scenes, and Riverdale coming up soon. And it's been great meeting some of you guys, Sincere, Metaphorical, and great being back on with you, Singer, and Slow-Mo. I almost said Nautical. I don't even know what that's from. Forte and Luca.
That's what we call Forte.
Yeah,
that was his name on Xbox.
Okay. Now it makes sense. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on again. I love being on the show, and it's been a lot of fun. Enjoy E3. Take out of it like a salad bar. Take what you need, leave the rest, and just have fun.
Dope. All right, so we're currently at 60 members of the channel. Appreciate all you guys. Shout out to Outlaw, The Finest, Bunty, Johnny, Corey, Get This Work, Scumlord Swag, Yobi, Jess, Meat Puppet, Light Gamer, Dex Flex, Deaf Singer, Alabama Jones, Starbuck, Jerenza, Smoke, Sub Negro, Gamer by Choice, Dut, JB Cash, DD Lee, Jimmet, J Bari, Dom, Arcade, DQ's Blizzards, Pepithio, Replicant, Nautical, The Sly Crow, Jet, MLU, Taz, Bito Cloudo, Brandon, Drav, Lionel, Steel Rain, Foxy, Blessed, Erodimus, All Day, Shogun, John the Don, Sin, Sir X-Man, Meta, Envy, Hades, Damien, Jarrell, Slow-Mo, Hannibal, Sean, Scrotum, Ayo, Greggy, Daquan, Clifton, and Craig. Shout out to you guys for being channel members. Much love. I guess we're on our way to 100, 40 more to go. Shout out to all the super chat support, all the love there. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to everyone who hung out with us in the live chat, cracking jokes, enjoying our time together. Shout out to everyone who listens later. Love you guys so much. Yeah, we'll see if this can actually go up on SoundCloud or whatever, because I have to. It's late. It's okay. All right, bye guys. See you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace, everybody.